Mr. O'Neill. How are you, my friend? This guy again. Patrice just points to me and goes, this guy again.
What's up, Patrice O'Neill?
Damn.
Good morning,
Why
sir.
were the curtains closed?
I closed them when I walked in.
Oh, you closed them?
I was going to sit outside and feel like watching you do a show.
What's up, brother? Did you like the Super Bowl? That's what we're all talking about. The game itself was great.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
But the game itself is a distraction because it's such a show. You almost don't care about the game.
Well,
But as far as football goes, it was a well-played game.
I'm losing more and more interest in it. Like, I'm getting less and less interested in things that don't concern me. But I didn't have anybody that I was against. I was like, this whole God needs to let New Orleans win the game. It kind of bugs me a little bit. But I'm a big Peyton Manning fan. Yeah. I think he's the best quarterback that ever lived. So I would like to see him get that.
He's got to win a few more bowls. How many has he won? That.
One, but here's the thing.
Joe Montana is still number one.
The thing is, if he never won one, he'd still, people would be, just like Marino, they still would argue that he's the best.
Peyton needs a couple more. He needs a couple more.
Yeah, Peyton did fucking blow it yesterday. I mean, that interception was terrible.
Peyton Favre, baby, he fucked.
He had a tough day.
That fucking interception, but you know.
But the Soul Train documentary came on right when the Super Bowl came on, 6 to 7:30, so it was a rough one for me.
You didn't know what to do.
Oh man, the history of Soul Train, it was just beautiful, man.
And you make a good point about New Orleans because I think it was Drew Brees was thanking God and saying God is good, God is all powerful, or whatever he said at the end there. And I'm like, really? So I guess God really cares more about football than hurricanes.
God was on the 5 to 6 year plan of redemption. It kills me how people put human time on God. Right. Come on, man. The last 4 years, God was like, fuck New Orleans. This is the year that I'm going to let them win. But I was not upset with it. I wasn't upset with it. It was whatever. As you get older, don't you find yourself not giving a shit more?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, who gives a shit?
The more athletes you meet, the less they are enjoyable to watch. Because you realize they're a bunch of dummies who think they're amusing, and they're just dicks.
The Super Bowl in general is just overhyped at this point.
I was more impressed with Herschel Walker's body.
Fighting. 48 years old. But Dana White was on our show Friday saying that was a joke fight. So everyone needs to relax that Herschel didn't fight anybody that has any real skills.
Okay, thanks, Dana. Thank you, Mr.
He knows a little more than we do, right?
But here's what we don't need to know to say that this motherfucker's 48. He looks like he looks, and he is like he is. He doesn't have 48-year-old man muscles. He has for real muscle, like. He's a physical specimen.
Oh, he wasn't making fun of what he looked like or anything like that.
Just that the fight was bullshit.
That he was fighting like a nobody that has no real skills.
Yeah, like you can't.
Because everyone was like, "Oh my God, Herschel Walker won his fight! Holy crap!" But you
can't start fighting at that caliber at that age. You just.
Well, they're giving him a lot of
able to do it.
They're giving him a lot of attention just because of who he is.
Yeah. It was unbelievable, man.
Oh, you saw the actual fight?
Oh,
I didn't see it, so.
He's a real martial artist, though. I mean, he's like a 30-year martial artist.
Sure.
For years, he was
beating He's starting a little too late. I mean, those guys have been doing MMA their entire lives.
And I heard you guys talking about The Who.
Yeah.
I thought that this is the rough thing about white people and their racism. I like Norton is very fair.
Yeah, Norton's
very fair when he's talking race. You're very fair when you're talking race, but you're not fair. You
He's
have
pointing at Opie.
You
by
have
the way.
yeah.
Did you need to say that?
Really? I think that was obvious. Jesus.
Like Norton goes in trying to be fair. Opie has a feeling. It's either or. He's like, fuck it, I'm against this, or fuck it, I'm for it. There's not a Norton's in the middle. You're either side.
The Jay-Z's song just bothers me, and I don't even know why. It just bothers me, because I really remember that song growing up, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing with this song? And I know that's the thing, and a lot of rap guys are doing that, and I just don't understand it. I don't have an understanding for it.
More black people would just agree with white people if... I'd even agree with the crackers in the hills.
Wow.
Fighting against the government.
Yeah.
If they didn't want to kill me too. Like I'm for them. And I'm saying The Who, I hate long, niggledy national anthem shits.
Right.
But The Who was great. I thought The Who was great for the halftime show.
Yeah.
The crowd was really into them, man. Usually the crowd doesn't give a shit. but then you go right into sampling and hate in the. But I'm like, that annoys me too.
Yeah.
But just fucking throw in some white shit too. Like just throw in. All right, give us something so we can agree with you instead of going a zabba zabba zoo zap.
No.
And that's fucking horseshit, Roger Daltrey or whatever the
Hold on,
terrible.
listen to me. That's complete bullshit. We've done an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on how the white man ripped off the black man and the whole fucking blues thing. We did a whole fucking thing on our show. We really have. We've played both sides of this one.
All right, I didn't hear that one.
Oh yeah, it's a legend.
It was on a Wednesday. Huh?
No, I think you might have heard some of that. Dude, you definitely heard some of that.
I think I might have been here.
We played the Zeppelin.
The Led Zeppelin stealing thing.
Yes.
Now, I want to hear Patrice finish. Jimmy's very fair. Opie can go either way.
Yeah, like
where
Opie
do I
can go,
fall? Now, where do I fall in?
You represent complete unreasonable white guy. And that's what bothers me. It's the complete. When I try to school black people into white people, like I try to give them some knowledge. I go, look, man. Yeah, motherfucker. I go, look, man. White people ain't fair when it comes to these art. It's like you can't look to have a fair art. Norton's very rare. Norton will go, okay, and then he'll but you're unfair. And then you get unfair racist, fucking riled up like, yeah, and then they go, doobie-da. No rapper. This is what I'm saying. I know your white ears don't hear. I said a boobity-boo. Like, don't do that shit. Just be real when you say it, son.
And a little soft shoe.
Just
That's all I'm saying.
Don't be completely racist. Be fair.
I'm being,
because
especially music
this
is
world
very subjective.
Unfair. This world is unfair to white people in a lot of degrees. One of them is historically.
Yeah.
I always said if historically they could have just show me a documentary of good white people, like Ethel in 1910 who said don't hang those niggas. You know what I mean? Just where it's just a decent white boy who said this ain't right, motherfucker.
Well, there are a couple that actually died in the civil rights movement.
But not like here are these guys that we know, like we know Martin Luther King or Malcolm X I know J. Edgar Hoover, but I don't know the good J. Edgar. I don't know the good FBI guy that said, hey man, why would you just fuck up the Black Panthers like that? They just feed the kids. Like, I don't know that guy.
But you know Lincoln, you know JFK, RFK, they were real civil rights guys.
But here's how much black people hate white people.
And that's a bullet in every one of their heads.
Excellent point. You know what? I really did raise three fucking hat removed. Wow.
Anybody who's for us getting together gets smoked.
That's true.
I will never say there should be togetherness. Because Malcolm X, when he said fuck crackers, he lived a wonderful life. As soon as he said, wait a minute, I think white people I might have been wrong. Bow! Get your hand in my pocket, nigga. Blam. And it's a wrap. It's over. So I'm just saying, because you be, like, Opie will go, all right, fuck that. But then he'll go, Opie will have a feeling like, you know what, I think I'm starting to not like this Obama. Like, first he'll go, man, Obama's cool. And then he'll go, maybe I don't like Obama. Like, he's like kind of up and down, and he believes in what he believes in. Norton goes in with an argument like, okay, let's talk about it, and you're just unfair.
I'm not unfair. I actually did a lot of research on Obama before he not before he became presidential timber, but during that time, during the campaign, a lot of the time, before people.
Do you
really
know why
knew
you
what he
did
was
that?
About.
I'm gonna tell you why you did that.
Why did I do that?
You're a super intelligent human being, right?
Thank you, sir.
And here's what white people do that my girlfriend does.
Yeah.
You know, you're smart enough to you use your powers for evil. You do your research so that people don't say you're racist. So you'll have legitimate reasons to hate this nigga.
Yeah, there's ammunition. Your research is ammunition.
You were never gonna like Obama.
Exactly.
I mean, we all know that. Come on.
When they say this, what's my counterpoint?
I think Patrice makes a pretty good point. I want to go to Trish in Kentucky because she's real pissed at you, Patrice.
Why?
Trish.
Yes.
What's up, Trish?
Oh man, shit.
Patrice, can you just work on your fucking routine and just come up with something different every fucking time you come on this
Can I ask you a question?
Wait.
I bet her pussy's wet, too. It sounds like it's wet. This bitch got too much passion. You need a finger in your asshole, bitch. But first of all, you too passionate. You need a motherfucker to put something right in your mouth, man. But let me ask you a question. How come?
Let her rant.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why don't you call Anthony when he's talking about black people with this much passion? Because he talks about race quite a bit.
Ooh.
Oh, see, that's a fair point. She's annoyed with it, but you didn't. Beautiful. You didn't. Honey lips. Butterscotch. Honey draws. See how unfair she's being?
Yeah.
See how unfair she's being?
Work on your routine. Fucking work.
Honey.
Trish, why are you so upset? You think?
Because I'm a nigga.
Hold on, Patrice.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad he said it because I was going to.
Trish, what are you trying to say?
This Kentucky white bitch, she's upset.
I know, I want to hear it.
She's not going to tell the truth, Opie. She's not going to say, I hate this fucking arrogant nigga. She's going to go, because it's his show. What are you, a cunt?
Trish.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Yes.
Every time he comes on the show, it ends up being about race.
Yep. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. It usually starts because I'm talking about it.
Well, I don't know.
Patrice chimes in. No. It did this time. Patrice walked in on a racial discussion.
Can I ask you a question I was listening to on the radio? Was you talking racial stuff before I got here?
Yes.
Did you listen to the show before I got here, beautiful?
I think we were talking about the Super Bowl. I got very confused because all of a sudden I'm like, wait, we're doing the black-white thing.
You talking about the fucking...
Hibbity-hoobity.
I might have to agree with Trish because I think we were talking Super Bowl.
Did you hear the hippity hop?
Yep.
You brought the racial thing up, and Anthony went on
And then I
it.
started going off on Obama.
But did you hear that part, though, sweetie?
What part?
I heard them talking about the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Did you hear them talking about? Did you hear them talking about hip hop?
We were having a nice discussion about the Super Bowl.
Did you hear them talking about hip hop?
That's all I heard.
I heard the Super Bowl.
Yep.
You didn't hear hip hop exactly because you listen with white racial ears. You're an asshole.
Racial ears.
You're a fucking liar. You just need to say you don't like this nigga shit. It's on your rules. It's by your way. It's your way or the highway. That's historical white shit, lady. You're not fair. You're not having a conversation. You're just being a dick. You say Anthony can say what he wants because it's his show. That's not even the context, dummy. The fucking context is Anthony can do what he wants and say what he wants, but you come in with your bullshit. Shut the fuck up. You're an asshole. You're a and you need a man. Because nobody with a happy fucking life is this passionate about shit that don't concern you. You're really angry. You need a fucking hug. You're sad anyway.
Hold on, Trish, and what does he need?
He needs to work at his job and come up with something original to talk about besides the color of his fucking skin.
Really?
Have you ever
did you hear
heard?
that his sounded a lot like nigga. That sounds like that's what you want to say to hey, listen, can you do me a favor? Can you call one of your black friends and have them call and we talk? Listen, how many black friends do you have? Can you call, Miss, can you call one of your black friends so we all can talk about what a fair person you are?
No, because my black friend is at work, actually contributing to society, and not talking about the color of her skin.
Well, what your one black friend, and you're home.
And you're home.
Do you have a job?
Of course I have a job. I'm on my way to it now.
Because why? You're white? Miss, you don't even understand how unfair and how completely racial you are.
Have you ever
you won't admit it.
Have you ever heard Patrice's act, though? It's not all based on race. You say work on your routine. Have you ever heard him talk about relationships and shit like that? No. Jimmy goes,
Have you ever heard the other 75 million times I've been on the show and it wasn't racial?
Yeah.
And most of the time we turn it off because it always...
Hold on, let her talk. God damn it.
Why are you being fair to this white girl?
Because I want to hear what she has to say.
She's
Because it's good.
nothing. She's already said
All right,
it.
so just yell over. Go ahead.
Yes, I want
Just yell
to.
over.
I would like to.
saying the same
See,
thing.
you call me a nigga too, Opie.
Oh, damn.
Oh, now we're calling him a nigger.
Oh!
See, that's why you let her talk. There you go. I know what I'm doing. She said it. I know what I'm doing.
All I've said is that he needs to work on his routine, and it has blown up now to me and Opie calling Patrice a nigger.
Whoa.
She's smart, too.
Drama.
Hey, Anthony, see how smart she is?
I know.
This is what I mean. Using your intelligence for evil. Yeah. She got a way to say nigger
talk about something else
to make it not like it's her fault.
Now it's fine, yeah. She was just commenting.
I'm not going to win. And I don't want to win. I just wanted to say,
all right, listen,
talk about something else.
You're white. You win already.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who's some of your favorite black entertainers that you really enjoy that like comics?
Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, I love your stand-up. When you come on the show, though, it's like you lose your mind and all you want to talk about and is point out.
All right, let me jump in finally here. I mean, in all fairness to Patrice, yeah, this show does do a lot of black-white stuff when Patrice is in here, but Patrice was hanging outside minding his own business. Then I remember now, and Ant was doing, what were we talking about, Obama or something about the black man. And then Patrice started shaking his head outside the studio, so I went, come on in, Patrice, come on in.
Nah, but I think she's right, though. He just kind of came in with the rich stuff.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, man. I think me and Anthony have very productive racial conversations.
Yeah, I think we do.
But I can't believe somebody would call, as racist as you are, and curse me out.
I'm racist because all I'm saying is...
I didn't call you racist.
No.
See how you're listening with the wrong ears, baby? You're a mess.
She has her white ears.
This is not about your whiteness. You're a yeah, you are. But you are lonely. This is the rantings of a retarded woman. You got a lot of cats and books that are doing you no justice, man. You're just...
I'm not lonely. I have a very loving relationship with my husband. I don't have...
Really? Who you trying to fool, me or you?
Black man?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
Why don't you come to freaking Florence, Kentucky, and I'll take
Why? So I can fucking be hanging from the tree in your backyard, you dummy?
I'm already associated. Patrice.
Sweetie, don't try different levels of trying to get through to me. I already know what you are. I know what you are. You're a mess.
You know what I am?
What's that?
You're an angry, mean... You're one of those old white ladies that was in the back when the kids was trying to go to Alabama University, just with a sign and frothing mouth. You're just a frothing at the mouth old white woman, man, that wants it to be the same. You just want it to be the same. You live in shitty, nobody heard of Kentucky. Who does that except for a racist? Stop it.
Trish, are you a racist?
Yeah, of course she is.
No, I'm not.
Are you racial?
No, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, nice big, to think about it. Look at me, just go to work. Go to work at your non-racial job.
Oh, we were talking about gun control. That's what brought up the black.
Oh, yeah, but it really wasn't racial. She's right.
I love fucking Jimmy.
All right, Patrice.
Jimmy is an instigating motherfucker.
All right, Trish, thanks.
All right, Trish, thanks
for the call.
There she
Get out of here.
You know, talk all the shit on YouTube all day long. That's what kills me. That's what I mean. I'm not letting motherfuckers be unfair by lying. If they tell the truth, I'll roll with it. But the thing is, you go in there's a bunch of Bobos, there's a bunch of fucking Wesley Snipes, there's a bunch of this. There's a whole show of me talking about sampling. When you let me take over the show, the whole show is about how sampling motherfuckers ain't shit. Yeah. But this is what racial white ears is.
She just heard.
She's unfair.
Yeah, the racial
She don't give a fuck. She lives in Kentucky and they're fucking belly aching niggers. It's horseshit.
And shut
the fuck up.
She's a phony racist.
A fake.
I'd rather just confront a real live racist. Someone that admits to it and just goes,
that's why I like you so much.
I prejudge. I absolutely prejudge people based on their ethnic heritage. Not just black people, but everybody.
There you go.
I'm xenophobic. I don't really like being with people of other ethnic backgrounds. I don't feel I can relate to them as well as I can people of my own ilk. That's just the way I am. But then, you know something? I always surprise myself.
Is more, by the way.
Yeah,
a lot of more in your ilk.
A lot of more. Some ilk. I do have a mixture of ilk.
I just know, because at least you're talking honest shit. That you can have. That's what I'm saying. When you talk to somebody that mad, right? And a lot of them be that mad. you get that mad, but you don't admit your anger has anything to do with being racial. Where's my argument? Then I'm talking about the Loch Ness Monster.
Now you
it don't exist.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Now you get shut down.
I'm the racist.
Yeah.
So
isolate that.
Let's go to Tom in Madison. Tom, what's going on, buddy?
Buddies, how's it going?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, I tell you what, me and my truck driver buddies, we love it when Patrice comes on because of the racial, or partially because of the racial discussion. What would be nice in the real world out here is if more people fucking heard it. And you know, you could get on network TV and talk as frank and honest as you guys do, because they pretty it up so much, and you know, rainbow this, happy, joy that, and that ain't fucking real. That is not real. And you guys at least bring it down to plain speak, real world, and we get perspectives on it that you don't hear. We get real world perspectives. Be nice if more people heard it.
All right, run on, brother.
And I will say, I do get pleasantly surprised when I do sit down with people of other ethnic backgrounds and I find common ground and I talk and I go, you know something? That's a cool motherfucker. And then I sit and I go, you know, my preconceived notion was wrong. But I'll always go into something with a preconceived notion.
I always go into a Chinese restaurant going, oh, here we go.
I will, you know what I do?
We all do that.
This is every day.
I don't care what color you are. We all fucking do that shit.
Here's two issues I have with Asians. I get a fucking knot in my stomach when I call for delivery on the phone, because I know it's going to be a chore to try to get them my address, my order. It's a fucking anxiety attack waiting to happen. What? And no, and they're like, the town. What town? No. All right, what order? All right, I need 2 egg rolls. I need wonton soup. Wait, what do you need? 2 egg rolls. No, start over. I am starting over. Shit!
The thing is, it's not that you having trouble. It's that they don't, and this is what I mean about liars. They don't even do you the courtesy of saying to you, sorry.
Yes.
I don't, I'm Chinese and I don't get it. So they get angry because they don't understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
You should order in symbols. It should just be not even numbers, symbols.
And the address
symbols.
I'd like a dragon with no onions.
I like a rice paper wall.
Right.
I like a
fuck that number
sign
shit.
with extra mushrooms in it, please.
Because they fuck up the number thing, too. Patrice's take on Chinese restaurants. You said something once on our show that still makes me laugh, where you go to the same Chinese restaurant over and over again. And I can relate to this living in New York. You go to the same restaurants, they get to know you, and every once in a while they'll throw you a free appetizer, a free glass of wine, free dessert, just to go, you know what? I see your face so fucking much. Thank you for coming to my joint. Here's a little something to acknowledge that.
They'll do it with a fork. Extra fork, no charge for you. Like, really? Thank you for my fork.
These fucking Asian restaurants won't even give you a goddamn egg roll after fucking years of service.
No buybacks.
No buybacks.
No buybacks.
They don't care. They're like, you want it? Pay for it. If not, fucking go eat Italian.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to me, though. Travis in Kentucky. Travis.
Yeah. You guys, Patrice said he wanted to talk to a true racist. Well, he's got one. Go ahead, boss. Ask me whatever the hell you want.
I don't have any questions.
he knows.
What are you talking about? What kind of rope do you use on my neck, nigga? The fuck are you talking about?
I'm here.
Let me ask you. Oh, here's a question I like to ask a true racist.
And let's listen to Travis after you talk to
That's fair. That's fair. On a historical level, Travis.
Yeah.
Okay. Because to digress a little bit, you know that intelligent black people think guys from where you are below intelligent, right? But that's not true, right?
Well, see, the problem is I'm actually not even from there. I moved down there for, I don't know, just to get out of where
Seems smart.
Yeah.
So here's the question, and what has black people done to white people for white people to hate us so much? Not what they've done to you, but what they've done, what we've done as a people to make white people just hate us so much. I think we've been very fair in this country.
If I can't answer a question for somebody else, I can answer one for myself. I'm not going to sit there and generalize like you guys.
So you have a fucking actual reason why you hate all black people.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, go
All
ahead,
right,
man.
let her rip.
Okay, well, where I am originally from is up by Flint, Michigan, and if you know that area, every goddamn time, like I go to school or I go try to get a fucking job or I try to do any of that shit, I lost a $135,000 a year job because we weren't racially biased, or it was, I guess, a racially biased company, so they had to hire in people of a different race. Number one, I lost my job along with 6 other people, and 5 people that weren't even qualified got the job. There's one good reason.
Now, let me retort on this, Travis. I will say that I agree that shouldn't be the case. But to be fair, and I'm asking you to be fair, don't you think that there was a place in time where I couldn't get a job based on the same reason that you lost your job, which is I don't have to hire niggas, so I never will, but there had to be something to make it a little bit fair for a qualified black person.
You don't have to even out history. History doesn't have to all of a sudden be evened out throughout history. If something happened, it doesn't necessarily mean down the road you got to equal out the
Anthony,
seesaw.
You didn't hear me. I agree it shouldn't have to be that kind of thing, but there was no historical... This is what I'm saying about the presidency. Where you're a man of the people, I'm a man of the people,
Sure.
Everybody's out there.
Yeah.
When did you feel like this country has changed internally to hire, to basically hire a black president? I have never seen, unless you've been forced to not be racist externally, when is the internal change? Is it when? That's what I'm saying, where people go, hey, let's just end this bullshit and not be racial. Like, like he's mad because of some external reason, but internally, what has black people ever done to even the black people who got your job because they were black? They didn't do anything to you personally, Travis.
Oh, I don't have a job now and they do. That's pretty fucking personal.
Well, it was probably a white guy that fired you, right?
No, actually, no, it wasn't. The white guy that was my boss got fired 6 weeks earlier, and there's a black guy in his position now. So, no, it wasn't.
So this is just the plight of the white man.
See,
this is a white man dealing with unfairness.
Were you racist before this happened, or is it just based on this personal experience?
A lot of it's where I grew up. I don't know if you guys know anything about Michigan. I kind of grew up in the heart of Michigan militia and Ku Klux Klan country. So,
okay,
it's kind of been there.
I could blurt out immediately my major malfunction, and it is the disproportionate amount of crime in the black community that really uses up a lot of resources, prison space, court time, police that have to be out there. Just because there is such a disproportionate amount of crime in the black community than there is in the white community. And I want to know why the fuck? Why the fuck? How about a little assimilation? A little fucking, you don't have to fucking have this ridiculous idea of street cred. Get yourself a fucking job and work your way up through it. You're not going to start as the president of IBM. Sure and then if you got to work at McDonald's, and then a friend goes, oh, no, you can make some real money slinging dope. And then that's what they do, sling dope instead of doing the right thing.
Is that different for white people, though? That's what I'm saying. You qualify that with black.
It's disproportionate.
It's going to always be disproportionate because there's 300 million white people.
But why?
If 1 million white people and 1 million black people do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
1 million black people is still 1 million. 1 million white people is still 1 million. If there was 300 million black people and 300 million white people and the fucking figures were off the chart, then there's an argument. But there's only 30 million black people, but there's still the same number of assholes in every group.
But
there's 1 million fucking white boys. You watch MSNBC?
Yeah.
Same dumb motherfuckers doing the same dumb shit.
But it's not 50% of the prison population. 10% of the population making up 50% of the prison population.
That's what I'm saying to you is that your facts is based on the number. If there's 10 black people and 30 white people, right?
Yeah.
5 black people do some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That means half of us are fucked up. But if 5 white people do some shit, white people are less apt. It's just more motherfucking white people.
It's numbers, but then our crime rate should be a lot higher.
It is.
On average, taking into consideration the number of people. Like per capita, let's say. It should be equal.
Anthony, it shouldn't be equal unless it was an equal amount of people.
You're talking the exact opposite. Like, let's say black crime was lower proportionally in percentage-wise, then I'd buy your argument.
I think it's the same number.
No.
The same number of people. And here's another thing, too, that white people get to be. I love this. You get this.
Okay.
You don't have to, right? See, this argument should be me going, and what's your point? Now,
yeah.
White people don't ever have to associate themselves with any criminal white guy. So that means, so when you get a serial killer here and a pedophile here, you go, first thing you think of is a white boy. But white people don't go, oh, we're a pedophile.
It's reflecting on
but you
white
reflect
people.
some goofy motherfucker that's broke trying to sell drugs.
Because there's too many. If it was just a few, and most black guys were
it is just a
this
few.
guy up here doing the weather.
It's a bunch of motherfucking black weather dudes.
Of course, but you know what? There's a bunch of black prisoners. And a bunch of black fucking drug dealers.
And a bunch of Mexicans and a bunch of white
black
people.
Dead guys that are killing other fucking...
So your point is...
killed by other black people.
He's saying it's like 1 in 5 as opposed to 1 in 50. That's the point he's making.
It's too many.
But it's 1 in 50 white guys.
And that's what makes people prejudge.
Is 1 in 50.
But it makes people prejudge when it's 50% of the prison population.
You're getting your shit from...
FBI statistics?
You're not getting it from people, man. You just look. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. You're getting your shit.
I'm not saying
from
every
television.
black guy out there is a thug,
but you might as well be, because you don't give us the benefit of the doubt. Put it this way: you don't give the benefit of the doubt in the positive way. See, I don't walk by every white guy and goes, "Oh, here we go. This nigga gonna chop me up and eat me." We don't do that. Every hooker's not afraid of white guys. They love white guys.
You talk about skinheads and shit like that. If you see fucking skinheads walking down the street, that's what I'm talking about.
But that's the only... See, here it is, Anthony. That weather guy walking up the street to you.
Right.
If he's not on the TV doing weather.
I'm going, howdy, sir.
He's still a nigga. White guys... And this is why having a racial conversation with you is fun, because at least you're racist. If you don't dress up with a swastika tattoo carved in your head, or shaved, or you're not like a fucking guy who just says, I hate niggas, racism doesn't exist. So I only can have a racial conversation with a fucking racist.
Right.
I can't have a racial conversation with a white guy that just thinks horribly of black
it's camouflaged.
It's horseshit.
Yeah.
White people are not honest on this level, man.
I'll agree with you.
You know?
And I'm trying to be honest and tell you why people are racist and why they have racist ideas in their head.
If a nigga had this face,
that guy's fucking crazy.
But look at how you go.
Looking at a white guy,
that guy's crazy.
Face is completely tattooed.
But you don't associate with him. If there was a black guy with this on his face and kill Whitey, for some reason, and I wish I didn't have to, I would have to defend Whitey.
I can't relate to
Can
that
we get
guy.
back to the Asians, please?
Yes, the driving.
Balloon Knot Joe. Balloon Knot.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Go to a Chinese restaurant. Next time you go to a Chinese restaurant, ask the waiter for a knife. They will freak out on you. They will fight with you. They will argue with you. And when they get into the kitchen, they'll lose it.
They'll lose it in the kitchen and probably spit in your lo mein.
All they will tell you.
They don't want to give you anything extra.
Fucking bayonet. Comes out with a bayonet charging at you.
They want to give you the cheap chopsticks that they can just throw away. They don't have to fucking wash nothing.
That's true. You know, I didn't even think of that.
I'm telling you, man, there's one Asian joint in my neighborhood. Not one fucking free egg roll in all these years of service.
Just a chopstick.
They'll never give you anything free, but their argument is that why do you need a knife? Everything is cut. Just please insist on the knife, and you will cause chaos in that restaurant.
I'm going to do that today. Today I go to the Chinese restaurant. Thank you, Balloon. Now let's go to Mike the Trucker. Mike.
I wish I could be more racist about Asians.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Hey, listen, I just wanted to comment on all this racist shit going on, okay? When I was over there in Iraq, I didn't give a shit what color the other guy was. As long as he picked up a weapon and fought as hard as I did, that's all that mattered to me.
Yeah, certain situations obviously are going to make, the band of brothers kind of thing come together.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember that? Remember that's what we were talking about? Remember?
But I just, I was raised out in Oklahoma around a bunch of trailer park trash, and all I ever heard my whole life being shoved down my throat was, it's our problem that we're poor because the black man's taking all the jobs, or the Mexican man, or whatever. But you know what? Yeah, we have to be man enough in ourselves to rise above all this bullshit and say, you know what? I'm going to better myself as an individual and not look at people solely based on race. I work for a company out of Memphis that's 90% black. I get treated just like everybody else does. So I mean, I
beat up?
Yeah. What company is this?
Builders Transportation.
What company is this, sir?
Builders Transportation out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
They're a hell of a good company, and I mean, everybody treats me just the same.
What kind of a company is it, sir?
I haul flatbeds, pulling steel from coast to coast, from New York all the way out.
See? Had to have steel in there.
Yeah.
Y'all are awful, man. What is this? What is this dummy corporation that's hiding a drug dealer's money?
All right.
You know all his friends laugh at him. How's your boss doing?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Mikey, thank you.
Bye, Mike.
Have a good day.
We're going to take a quick break. We can continue with this, do a little Super Bowl and some other shit.
Oh, my God.
Black History Month.
Yes.
Perfect.
It'll be over soon. It's a very quiet month.
It is very quiet.
You haven't heard much.
Perfect spot for this.
You do more.
All right, we got Patrice O'Neill in studio. We're going to have Chris Mad Dog Russo from Mad Dog Radio on the show in about an hour. I'm sure he's going to talk a little Super Bowl with us. Of course he is. What did you think of the Super Bowl, Patrice?
I thought it was one of the entertaining ones. I thought the emotion went from start to finish. I thought that
it was all bullshit to you.
No, it was cool.
Like what about obviously the commercials were completely lame. I don't expect you to like them at all. I hated them. I think most people thought they fell short.
I don't even get into that no more.
We said it last year. I'm almost positive. We said, look, it's over. The commercial thing with the Super Bowl is over. So why are we still focusing on that? I think
we get a certain age. I think everybody in this room, maybe except for young Sam, is at the age of disgust for anything. It's like really anything. We're anti anything that anybody, like American Idol. I'm anti American Idol just because everybody's loves it.
I don't know if it's an age thing. I think it's that we remember how it used to be. Well, I guess that would make it an age thing, right? Mm-hmm. We remember when the fucking commercials were really edgy and made you go, holy shit, you see what they did last night during the Super Bowl?
When
you don't get any of that.
When life was good.
When life was good. None of this political correctness.
But were they great back then, or did we just not have other things to compare them to?
Man, Mean Joe Green's
that was a good one, yes.
Coca-Cola commercials just...
That was great.
Hey, kid, it's just... Everything is a little bit... I mean, even the game itself, I don't enjoy as much because, like, when I played, when people got hurt... paralysis was one of the fun parts of the game. Like, shit. You wanted to fucking hurt somebody when they didn't move, and we didn't get in huddles and pray with the other team.
Now you got them souped up. It's Halloween, yo!
I like Patrice's point, though. All of a sudden, there's an injured player down, and now the other team is now praying for him, too.
Everyone's praying.
You're not sitting there jumping up and down, but it's his problem and that team's problem.
But before you know he's paralyzed, you would do a hump dance, a choreograph.
Oh, yeah.
He could be he could be paralyzed dance.
Yeah.
And then when he's paralyzed, you go, oh, damn, man, I'm sorry, man, to hear that. But when we hit you, the whole point, like, there's a horse collar rule now. You can't drag a guy down by the back of his neck. How do I get T.O. down if I can't climb on his neck?
Wait, what is that called?
It's a horse collar rule where you can't grab a guy by the back of his neck
and try to pull him down.
Just fucking fall down.
Yeah. You see the shot Shockey took last night?
No.
It looked like they almost took his head off.
Yes, helmet came off.
Beautiful.
Holy shit! Beautiful.
That's what football's
his helmet
about.
didn't come off. Maybe it was another play then.
His helmet came halfway off, I think.
Oh, all right, okay. Yeah, but they almost took his fucking head off.
You can't hit the quarterback. You can't hit a receiver who's helpless. That's the best time.
Hey, man, I agree with you. I mean, I'm a big hockey fan, and when that goalie is out of the crease, you really can't fuck with him anymore. Old days, you would knock him right on his ass.
On his eye, and
then guess what? It makes it a lot easier to score when you're fucking up with, fucking the goalie up.
But is it
makes him think if it should go out of the crease or not.
The guys are also a lot bigger and stronger now, too, though. So, like, if you didn't have certain rules, a lot more guys would probably get paralyzed.
Right.
Because, like, 20 years ago, they were strong. These guys are fucking animals.
In hockey, it doesn't make any sense because the goalie doesn't need to leave the crease. And now, all of a sudden, if the goalie leaves the crease and you hit him, all hell's going to break loose. It doesn't make sense. It forces the goalie to really think about it before he leaves that damn crease. Yeah, here's all the guys getting fucking hit.
Tilt that a little bit, Sam.
Hey, what about what was your take on the Letterman, Leno, Oprah commercial? Did that give you a little holy shit moment?
That gives you that money buys anything it wants to buy.
Yeah.
It buys you. You pay them and they'll do what they're told to do. They're fucking corporates.
What I liked about it was the fact that in this day and age, I don't know how they kept that secret.
They said that Jay was walked right into the front of the theater
with a fake mustache
after the fucking. Well, he had sunglasses and a hoodie.
Right
after Letterman's taping, everyone's waiting around the side, and they walked him in through the front of the Ed Sullivan.
Not even after. While the show was taping, they got him in, and then they put him in what's called a secret green room. There's an article online about the whole damn thing. They flew Oprah in separately. They flew Leno in separately. Leno walked in, like Jimmy said, with a hoodie and a fake mustache. I don't know how they hid that fucking head of his, but they did it.
No good deed goes unpunished, man. And what I mean by that, Conan, for having his fucking integrity, is on the outside looking in. Right. That's what I'm saying. Fucking Leno, who just, I know that's your boy, Naughty, but it's just... What the fuck, man?
But he did what he should have done. They offered him the show back, and he took it back.
It's not never what he should have done.
Sure it is.
Why not?
It's not.
Are you going to step aside for somebody someday?
I might if I have $1 zillion.
When you're still on top?
I might have.
How do you step aside if you're still on top? I don't give a shit about the money part.
Why did he leave 11:30 anyways?
He was forced to.
He was forced to 5 years ago. They
forced him to leave 5 years ago.
2004.
They came to Jay and they said in 2009, because Conan was going to leave for the network. So they said, don't leave. We'll give you the Tonight Show in 2009. So Jay's number one. They say, you're leaving in 2009. He goes, okay. And then he acts like he wants to retire. And Conan gives the same phony line, like, hey, I'm going to be patient. They both gave the company line. He was forced out.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And he was still number one. That's
5
the
years
problem.
Seems like a long time when they tell you. 5 years ago, it's 5 years. It's so far down the road. And then all of a sudden it hits you, and 5 years goes by, and you're like, wait, I don't want to leave.
It more hits you that you're still number one in the time to leave. That's
exactly.
Conan, there's a lot of people that have took that 1205.
Yeah, I think Conan should have fucking hung in there.
I'm glad he made I think he made the right move, is take none and take less. But like at the end of the day, that move
is the right move if he shows up somewhere else.
In the context of this business, the right move is always the wrong move.
And Fox isn't jumping up and down saying we're definitely going to hire Conan.
Yeah, they might not.
They're starting to talk about, well, we'd like to, but we're not sure if we could.
That could be a negotiating tactic.
Yeah, we'll
though.
see.
Can we make money? That's good. Can we make money off him? We don't know if we can make money off him. That's just negotiating.
But wasn't the Leno Letterman thing just nothing? No emotion, Patrice?
The Leno Letterman?
When you saw it, like, holy shit, how the fuck they get this done?
No, because they for sale. Okay, I'm not being a douche about it, but what is the shocking thing? That any of them would have... there's a dignity call there?
I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. The fact is that these guys haven't been seen together in fucking 20-some-odd years, man.
Because no one offered the correct money to put them together.
I get that part of this.
Shit.
But
I'll be honest, I wonder if this was a big money thing, or I think Leno probably did it because his image took a beating, and this is a way for both of them to go like, all right, the bullshit is done. And I'm sure Letterman in some way took a beating for it because he said some
where does Oprah come in? She's like a honey child. She's a bedroom.
The Oprah callback to a commercial they did 2 years ago.
She breastfeeds both of them? I don't get it.
No, you're missing the obvious. You're missing the obvious. 2 or 3 years ago, Letterman and Oprah did this type of commercial.
They're the same one, but
so they're kind of going back to that theme.
Oh, they did?
And they added Leno.
Well, that was forgettable
then,
because who the hell remembers that?
Yeah, it was just Oprah and Dave checking out the Super Bowl.
Was it Chicago in the Super Bowl or something? Is that why?
I don't remember.
Chicago, Indianapolis, am I wrong?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Oh, it might have been the last time the Colts were in, because, Letterman's got that Indianapolis angle to the whole guy.
Yeah, he's a Colts fan.
And someone asked, here's the original.
I want the Colts, but we...
What year?
You want the Bears, and I want the Colts, but we both win because we're in love.
Honey, don't talk with your mouth full.
I'm sorry.
Wow. It's a takeoff on that.
And she didn't stop eating chips after that commercial. Holy shit, did she get big.
Yeah. Wasn't there a thing like that they didn't like each other?
Yeah,
then they were that's kind of why that worked, I guess.
That's right. They had a little issue.
At the time they had an issue. Saw that. And the Oprah Uma thing that he did during the Academy Awards.
But someone asked what this commercial was for. Was it for Dave's show? Was it Doritos? Show. Was it for CBS? What was it for?
Leno and Letterman, really. It was for Letterman technically, but it promoted both of them.
This is the worst Super Bowl party ever.
Now, Dave, be nice.
Well, he's just saying that because I'm here.
Oh, he's just saying that because I'm here.
I think they could have wrote it a little better.
Yeah, right. Wrote something.
I mean, you got those two guys. I mean, it was good, obviously. Everyone's talking about, but I think they could have got another line or two in.
Yeah, I think so. I wonder if they talked at all.
And dude, we don't have real friends in this business. We know a lot of the Letterman people. You know Letterman people and Leno people, and not one of these fucking guys giving us a little hint that this was going.
I bet you none of them knew. I bet you Jay's people knew. Jay's a smart dude. That's why he fucking is where he is. He's not a blabbermouth. He knows when to keep his mouth shut. They probably just flew him in, went in, shot, and left. He's not a dope. He doesn't have to call people and go, guess what I'm doing?
Right. And they did, and that's exactly. The commercial took 20 minutes to film, and then they were out of there.
Yeah.
They were fucking out of there.
But I wonder if they talked, if they shook hands, or if they just stay away from each other.
A little pleasantries, not much, though.
You think?
Yeah, there's a whole article on it.
Slight pleasantries.
Slight pleasantries. Very professional, they said, and they did their thing, and that was it. They didn't hang around and fucking have a cigar together or anything.
And you don't give a fuck. None of us give it. Like after you watch it, you go, gives a fuck? It's like people go, oh my God, I can't believe they're together. But you just go, who gives a shit?
I like the fact that it came out of nowhere. Because it's so hard to keep anything a secret in entertainment. So for this, it was like, holy crap.
I like if they would have panned down and Oprah's just giving both of them a hand job.
I would like that a lot.
Both hands out, just jacking them off.
I wonder if Conan wasn't allowed to do it.
Probably. I bet you they reached out to him. I bet you.
No, they douched him off.
They probably got a little, he can't do shit that's why you haven't seen him.
He's a ratings loser.
He walked off with $40 million or whatever it was, but that also means you can't talk for a while. That's why you haven't seen Conan.
He'll be back a couple of years on Fox.
Not even a couple. He's allowed to start back up 6-7 months from now.
Jimmy Kimmel tore into Leno. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I fucking love that, man. Oh, he was just being a dick.
But I love the fact that Jay allowed it. That was a pre-taped piece. They could have said, you know what, fuck that. We're not running that.
Fair enough. I mean, if Jay's a guy that's taking all this attack in stride, I'm down with him.
Yeah, he seems to. He must just look at, think of all his cars in his bank account and
guess who's going to make
fuck you.
out of everybody? Jeff Zucker. He'll get a promotion after just fucking it all up.
Exactly.
Jeff Zucker he fails all the way to the top.
He'll
be God next year. His next debacle, he'll be right under God. He'll be Jesus' assistant. Fucking around. He does nothing but bad things ever since Tartakov's gone.
Yeah.
NBC selling their Comcast is buying NBC.
Yeah.
And Comcast is not buying it for NBC. NBC is part of this whole big conglomerate.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we have to buy it.
We got to take this
But they're buying it for USA, Bravo. Those companies make more money than fucking NBC.
And I'll bet you Comcast is why the whole shakeup took place, because Leno had 2 years guaranteed. I'm sure Conan had a couple years guaranteed as Tonight Show host. But when Comcast came in, I guarantee you that was them going, no, this is how it's going to be. And that's why Zucker changed it.
Fucking...
Management can fuck up royally.
And they never get fired,
their jobs. Everyone else gets their fucking head cut off and thrown out of the building. And management just goes, well, all right, let's try this.
They just end up somewhere else with a package.
Did you see moving on a little bit, did you see the Tim Tebow commercial? The pro-life?
Abortion thing? No.
Well, there was all this controversy, and then the commercial runs, and it was like, who gives a shit
I know what I
commercial.
was doing. I was turning back and forth between the fucking Soul Train thing and the Super Bowl.
Who's Tim Tebow?
That's why I didn't see that.
He played for the Gators. He's like one of the greatest college quarterbacks ever. But
who they're trashing.
They're trashing, plus the fact they don't even know how he's going to be able to play in the NFL because his game's a little different than the NFL game.
Dude, they're trashing his game, brother. I've never heard
They're
people
starting
say
to say
he sucks so bad, man.
Basically say because he I mean the college game and the NFL games are very different.
I guess, but they are trashing that motherfucker.
Is it time for him to go to the NFL?
Yeah. Someone's going to pick him up, but they're not.
7th round, they talking about maybe 8th,
which is insane because he won, the
two championships,
Heisman
Trophy. He's arguably one of the greatest college player of all time. He's in the conversation.
But his game is just very different.
What's his game like?
Well, he runs a lot and stuff like that. And in the NFL, you're going to fuck yourself up, and then because they're saying his arm isn't as great as his running and everything else he does or did for the Gators.
McNabb did that, and also Michael Vick had a good running game. They both turned into,
like Patrice said, they're talking 7th round for this guy. That did everything that was asked of him in the college game. Here's the commercial in case you missed it. Tim Tebow pro-life commercial. I mean, there was so much outrage, and then why
was there outrage?
Can we see it?
What fucking babies? The guy's expressing his opinion is outrage.
Oh, it's that abortion issue. It kind of
let him say what he wants.
Kind of gets people talking. Kind of like the race issue. It gets people talking.
We gonna do it now?
I call him my miracle baby. He almost didn't make it into this world. I can remember so many times when I almost lost him. It was so hard. Well, he's all grown up now, and I still worry about his health. You know, with all our family's been through, you have to be tough. Timmy, we're trying to tell our story here.
Sorry about that, Mom. You still worry about me, Mom?
Well, yeah, you're not nearly as tough as I am.
That's it.
Why is Kathy Ladman doing a commercial with Tim Simpson?
That was so lame.
That's the ad that everyone was outraged about.
Who was outraged about that?
And by the end, I still didn't really know what it was for.
She was going to get an abortion, is what she was saying?
I guess. What, is she a single mom? Tim Tebow doesn't have a father in the picture?
No, Tim Tebow's like Mr. Perfect. His family, he has a fucking
So what is she talking about? She was thinking of... Does anyone know the backstory of this damn thing?
Who was outraged, though? Why would anybody be outraged by that?
Yeah, there was nothing...
He's tackling abortion, Jim.
Oh, was that it?
Yes.
He doesn't want women to fucking have abortions.
Oh, and he's a virgin too, by the way.
Well,
is he really?
Depending on what we're talking about.
There's nowhere to prove it though with a guy. I still have my hymen.
No,
in my left ball.
I think there's something else going on there.
Oh shit! Don't fucking.
I don't know either, but I'm just saying.
Wait, is he really religious? He's saving it for marriage?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's big time. He's like a Mormon or something ridiculous.
What a dork!
That's what he is.
That is a dork.
He's a dork. He's a dork.
For the people out there that are doing that, whatever. God bless you.
Probably a little dick.
You're a dork.
Rotten little cock. Probably hooks to one direction. I think they botched his circumcision. His fucking dick probably looks like a fucking burn victim.
A rotten little cock.
Yeah, just a rotten curved cock to the side with a botched piece of skin on the fucking tip.
All right, here we go. Sean and George's got the backstory of this fucking Tebow commercial. Sean.
Hey guys. Hey, when his mom was pregnant with him, and when she was in the Philippines, and she got sick right before it was time to give birth, and the doctors told her that there was a high chance that if she continued with it and gave birth, that it would kill her, and that she needed to have an abortion to save her life, and she decided to go through with it anyway.
All right, well, it worked out for her. Good for her. There's probably a bunch of women that did abort the child and ended up living.
And then they created this big should have been aborted monster right here. They're showing a picture of this fucking this specimen.
They got a rock star for their side of the issue, that's for sure. Yeah, it's pretty hard to argue this one.
He could have been in a vacuum, and this fucker is
one of the greatest
7th round monster.
One of the greatest college football players ever.
They can show commercials of him booing coat hangers.
They got a rock star on their side, man. How do you compete with that?
Jesus. I'm looking at this. Turn this off.
Yeah. What are you doing,
Because I'm just looking at the guy going, this fucking guy was an abortion?
Let's see his botched circumcision dick. I want to see where the fucking head skin is connected to the shaft. You ever see a botched circumcision? Those long fucking stringy pieces of skin.
Oh, God.
It looks like the cockhead's in jail. It's fucking terrible. Yuck.
Well, that was the outrage, I guess. I don't know.
And he does circumcisions, like he goes to foreign, like to Philippines and does circumcisions.
Tim Tebow?
Yes.
Why?
He's one of them dudes, man. He's a missionary guy. Like
How about you fuck a girl and leave baby dicks alone, Timmy? How about you lay off baby cock?
He's all in with that religion stuff.
Yeah, I know, but why don't you leave little fucking Filipino baby cock alone? It's none of your concern.
He's helping.
Mind your business.
He's helping Jimmy, man.
Nobody needs you and your fucking your stupid college game cutting off baby dicks. Stop circumcising babies. Leave them alone. I know. Little kids are all happy they want an autograph. He slices the tip of their cock off. What a creep. Go fuck a girl. He probably wants to make sure their dicks don't come out as awful as his.
Oh, my God.
That's what he's doing.
Well, yeah.
Despise him.
Despise.
Oh, God.
So, I don't know. That was it for the commercials, I think. What else was there?
I don't know.
Oh, we're going to talk about the Doritos commercials or the fight?
No, they had the guy in the coffin, which could have been good until they had to show you that he was alive. Oh, thank God he's okay.
When the coffin tipped over and all the Doritos
Yeah, and he
spilled
jumps out. It would have been so much fun if there was a dead body in the middle of the Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, this is pretty... Jeff in Buffalo. Go ahead, Jeff.
Another reason it was such a controversial commercial is because while they accepted the anti-abortion commercial, CBS rejected a gay dating website commercial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but CBS allowed a lot of gay commercials yesterday. There was a lot of fucking weird guys walking around with no pants shit commercials.
Yeah, but basically they were saying that it kind of concreted CBS's political views, which is not normally done on network television.
But didn't they say that the commercial just wasn't up to their standards or something? They were trying to make some kind of excuse.
All right, guys, let you know. Thank you.
All right.
Can you explain corporate world? I just don't understand. I swear to God, I've been trying. Why don't they just say, we don't want sissies on our channel? Why is it always some lying ass shit?
Mm-hmm.
Sissies.
Well, they can't.
We don't want.
They can't have a
shit.
press release where they say we don't want sissies.
We don't want sissies.
Can you clean that up a little bit for
We're not
everybody?
allowing sissy Marys.
Oh, he's got the commercial. Sammykins has the commercial.
Yeah,
I think
we've all seen this.
I've not seen it.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. What? You suck! Yeah, that's right.
You suck. That's accurate.
I wanna kiss this guy. I really, really, really wanna kiss this guy. Go with it, why not?
Hey, why isn't the black guy kissing them?
Yeah, what happened?
Because they have to
Why does
fight
it have
for
to
his...
be the two white guys?
Here's why.
Man crunch?
They're fighting for his big black cock. He's the prize. The two twinks are fighting. They want to be seated by the black bull. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That commercial shouldn't have been shown. Because it was like, if it was a guy grinding on a chick like that, they wouldn't have allowed it either.
Yeah, true.
They wouldn't have allowed it either.
You know what, though? Everyone knows about that damn website now because that commercial's been shown everywhere.
You suck.
Because it was
out.
denied by CBS. So in the end, they win. Let's say hi to Mike in Florida.
Those
Mikey.
two guys were fags for nothing.
But they weren't even kissing. They were just hugging.
Yeah, they were fake
It
kisses.
was stupid.
Mikey.
Hey, good morning, boys. Jimmy, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, Mike.
Patrice, just to clarify, Tim Tebow doesn't touch little boys' peepees when he goes on these missions. He does their cleft palates in third world.
Oh,
he does the cleft palate shit.
He does.
I thought he did the dick surgery.
That's major surgery. How the fuck does he do that?
I don't know. He was born in the Philippines with his parents, and they've been doing this shit forever.
There was an
It would
article.
get a little bit more publicity if a 19-year-old boy was going down to the Philippines touching peepees.
There is an article that says in 2008 he was doing circumcisions down in the Philippines.
Yeah, I'm not crazy.
Yeah,
Why is he doing fucking cleft palates? What's he doing? Get him some wax lips.
Said fix
Yeah,
their...
that's what they tell me. Watch out, boys.
Yeah, fixing their dicks in their mouths. What the fuck is he up to?
Exactly. Leave that little cleft palates alone. They're
Tim
adorable.
Tebow, not even a junior.
Let's go to Mongo the trucker. Mongo.
Morning, guys. So this means that all these women that see the Tebow commercial are going to say, hey, we can stop having abortions and we'll get a pro quarterback, and all they end up with waterheads and fucking burdens.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, that is true. They don't show the other mothers that made that same decision and now can't walk through the mall because the kid makes so much of a racket.
It says he did. This guy was wrong.
Huh?
This guy was wrong. There's an article. He did circumcisions.
Filipino penis surgeries.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about, man?
Wonderful.
God damn.
So
Speaking of cleft palates.
Hey, E-Rock.
Oh, God.
I didn't see E-Rock all day. What's going on?
E to the rock.
How you doing? How's that workout regimen going? Good? Yeah, good. It's good. Okay.
Everybody's mean on
Just
Monday
wondering.
morning.
Did you see the Plaxico Burris interview?
Nope.
You missed all this fun
I watched
stuff.
it. I told you what I was doing.
There would have been a lot of stuff to be outraged about, though.
Plaxico.
Bill Cowher, right? Was his coach?
Let's fucking watch it.
Well, Plaxico, played for Cowher in Pittsburgh, I guess?
Yes.
So he knows him very well. So they did this, jailhouse interview before the Super Bowl. And by the end of it, you're like, what the fuck? This guy did commit this crime, right? And somebody finally spoke up after the piece saying, whoa, let's not forget some facts here.
Why did it seem like why is this motherfucker in jail? Was that it?
Well, I got some of the interview here. Let's see how deep we get into this.
The greatest statement I heard about this is his lawyer said he should go to, he did something dumb. You shouldn't go to jail for fucking 3 years for being dumb.
Yeah.
You got 2 years, right?
Mandatory.
Mandatory, too.
For being dumb, which is a perfect, he fucked up.
And he's got to do the two.
That really is annoying.
He's only been in there, a few months at this point?
Damn, you can't fuck up. Jail is to rehabilitate you. Jail is to say, you're a criminal, we got to get you right. It's not there to go, oh, man, you shot yourself in the fucking leg. We got to put you in there for 2 years so you'll never shoot yourself in the fucking leg again?
True.
This is ridiculous,
I don't
man.
think jail's rehabilitation as much as it is get this person off the fucking streets for as long as we can or something. There's no rehabilitation going on in there.
But do we need to get him off the streets?
No, he seemed like he's a guy that fucked up. Yeah, but the idea of having an illegal firearm like that in New York City,
he's trying. I mean, that's what it is, and I'll give you this: it's a young black dude, young black millionaire who does not, and this is the sad thing, he does not want to seem like a sellout and stop hanging out with black people. He only should hang out with other black millionaires in a place where only black millionaires could be, where he doesn't have to worry about pistols.
You know what? Get a fucking holster.
Or get a bodyguard.
That's what it is. Get a holster so you're not sticking the fucking gun in your pants, dummy. You want to carry a gun, especially illegally, let's get a fucking holster.
Well, let's get into this because he talks about rehabilitation and all that shit. So let's see. This is from yesterday, obviously.
You know, Plex, when you said goodbye to Tiffany and Elijah, when did it finally hit you that you were actually in prison?
I think when I woke up that morning, it was a surreal feeling.
And instead of my nice wife, I saw a giant Mexican dick hanging in front of my football face.
When did it hit me?
Yes. When I was going to grab lunch and 2 Aryans punched me in the jaw. A guy with a Hitler tattoo on his knuckle fucking knocked out my molars. Then I realized I was in prison.
When I had to shake roaches at the bottom of my cereal box.
Exactly. When my dessert was taken by a man who was much larger than me.
When I realized I had to sharpen my toothbrush to keep this motherfucker from fucking me in the ass.
Could you rewind that question again? I think we missed Plaxico's answer.
All right, let's see.
Actually in prison.
I think when I woke up that morning.
Further, fuck. All right, let's just fucking do this.
You know, Plex, when you said goodbye to Tiffany and Elijah, when did it finally hit you that you were actually in prison?
Well, Bill, I was taking a shower and someone put their dick in my butt.
That's when it hits you.
Yeah. Wolf hit on me.
Yeah. When the sisters tried to rape me in the cellar.
I could be a friend to you.
Yeah, so when they did a cell extraction and then maced me.
Wait a minute.
Hard to
Wolf,
get.
We have to give Norton credit on what a great... Wolf is a fucking great reference. Fucking Wolf.
What happened, Plax? Wolf wanted to get friendly. I didn't.
Plex, when you said goodbye to Tiffany and Elijah, when did it finally hit you that you were actually in prison?
I think when I woke up that morning, it was a surreal feeling that, I remember that morning, as if it was yesterday. I don't think for anybody that jail or prison is a part of the plan of life. You really don't know what to expect. I remember putting my suit on my son and taking that drive and going into that courtroom and kissing my wife and telling her everything's going to be okay, and seeing her emotional and crying. It cuts you deep.
Oh my God.
I think there's no way this guy should have to do 2 years, though. Oh. But it's, of course, because that fucking Bloomberg, who I can't stand, had to shoot his mouth off. He shouldn't get any preferential treatment. Meanwhile, this fucking jizzbag mayor spends $100 million to get elected. Hey, asshole. How about just taking some of that and throwing it into the economy? How about taking your own money and just fucking hiring people to do shit?
No.
Can't stomach him.
Is it safe to say that this experience has made you a better husband and father?
Oh, man, no question. Because when it's all really said and done, you look around and you see where people are standing up. And, my wife has just been incredible, through this whole situation. You couldn't ask to be with a better person.
I've never heard prison so boring. I watch Lockup all the time. It's fucking unbelievable.
Best shit going on all the time.
Here's what they should do: have Cower go in with him on an all day.
Yeah,
fucking all right, chow time. Let's go.
Watch him tripping him and spitting in his foot, picking the nose and rubbing it in his fucking mac and cheese.
And he has to be in PC. He has to be in Punk City.
And how it's filmed, you could barely tell they're in jail. It was just in a room.
He has
they didn't
to be
show
in
anything.
PC, man. He got to be.
Well, you want to hear about his normal day?
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
There's no cameras outside this room. Tell me about your normal day.
Well.
Oh, boy.
Bill Coward, he's given the most,
Well, that's what I'm getting at here.
This is unbelievable.
Because then his fellow broadcasters there give it to him a little bit yo, hey, whoa.
Why is the asshole head coach with the fucking Pittsburgh cheese dick mustache doing an interview? He's not a fucking interviewer.
He was his coach for a while, so he feels he really knows this guy, and,
There's no cameras outside this room. Tell me about your normal day.
I wake up and the first thing I do is I just get on my knees and I pray and I just thank God for another day. I go from there and I just try to keep my mind focused on the right things.
Are you able to work out?
Yeah, I do. I actually work out about 4 days a week. I do as much as I can. It's not a LA Fitness or Balance or anything like that, but.
Oh my God. These guys on Instant Feedback are going with when did you realize you were in prison? Josh writes, when some bald guy bent me over and told me to call him Tom Brady. And then, dog shit sniffer, I realized I was in jail when I woke up spooning a 350-pound man called Sunshine. And when I had to put a couple of cans of soda in a pillowcase to ward off my cellmate.
That's funny. Yes, I realized I was in jail when the radio blew up in Viking's ear.
Viking.
Yes, when Viking drew a bird, and we all laughed at him.
Fucking Tweety, man.
Yeah,
it was Tweety.
When Warren Jerome got shot with the gun I had, I realized I was in jail.
I realized there wasn't enough soda cans to beat off my rapist. when I put it in a pillowcase, it was just 2 Dr. Peppers, and that didn't hurt him.
Oh, shit. He goes on to explain athletes and guns.
Oh, God.
Plex, we're seeing it a lot these days. Athletes and guns. Why is it so prominent?
I can speak from a personal standpoint. I had my home broken into twice. When things like that happen, it kind of takes your peace of mind away. You hear about guys getting robbed at gunpoint, it scares you a little bit. You say to yourself, you don't want to be in that situation. And then when I looked at my situation, you can make a bad situation even worse.
In a position of prominence that you were in and a lot of athletes are in, the choices have to be a little bit different as well, don't they?
That's one of the things that, guys, for myself, you go into a lapse of judgment for a quick second because, you think about yourself. My decision, it was a selfish decision.
Well, go through the legal channels and fucking get yourself.
I can't get a gun. Motherfucker stole my truck from in front of my damn house. That shit still scares me. A year ago, I'm not over that.
Yeah.
That's just violating, man.
That is, huh?
Yep.
I'd make me carry a fucking illegal gun and shoot myself in the leg because I'm scared.
In the fucking leg, yeah.
Because that shit scared the fuck out of you, right?
Motherfuckers know where you
It's hard to get a
live.
goddamn gun in this.
That shit's scary. And motherfucking niggas don't fuck with white people. They're not gonna go in your house. They too scared.
No,
they're gonna come in my fucking house.
No, my neighborhood is ripe. Believe me, it's ripe.
I still haven't seen one thing where they just
fucking
walk in those
Nassau
houses.
County,
Doesn't
they
seem
kick
right.
that fucking door in, or they'll knock and say, "Oh, there's some kind of issue," and these idiots open the, or these idiots leave one door unlocked or a window. And then before you know it, you're fucking opening your eyes, and there's some fucking guy there with a gun or a knife to your fucking throat.
That's just scary, man.
Oh, how violating does that feel?
And you carry a gun, you
powerless.
just are able. I mean, he might have a felony and can't get one. You know?
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true. I don't know what his record is.
And he wanted a gun now.
But you got to be a resident of New York in order to even get a New York
You see all that
license.
shit you got it. It's like, fuck that,
ridiculous.
man. I'm taking my gun. You see?
That's why there's so many illegal guns. I think gun control puts more illegal guns on the fucking street. There's no way you can figure out how to keep the bad guys.
And I was just
getting
reading
guns.
about fucking the Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Right to bear arms. And this is what I'm saying about, going back to all the racial shit where they got me thinking the NRA is a bunch of just crazy crackers who want guns. It was the Second Amendment. It's the second most important
Number
thing
2, yes.
on the Constitution. And
Talking is number 1. Opening your fucking mouth is number 1.
Number 2 is pistols.
Is fucking guns.
And the reason that you have that as number 2
is to protect number 1.
No, it's in case a traitor ever gains control of the country.
You have an armed populace.
Yeah, we know all that. That was the reason.
Yeah.
It's fucking like you go. We supposed to have guns.
It's like all of a sudden something twisted. All of a sudden your democracy turns into a dictatorship. Now the dictatorship has the army because he's in charge now. So then you get the armed populace who can fight against us. That was the basic reasoning.
It's the second most important thing.
2.
Right.
Slavery was 16.
As well it should be.
You're saying it should be on there?
All right, listen. Let's fast forward. So, I mean, they asked him, did you let everyone down? Of course he said yes. And a return to the NFL, of course he said
This is a real heart-to-heart, though.
He's like, of course. I want to fast forward. So the interview ends, and it was a feel-good interview with this Plaxico guy. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you have Boomer and James Brown and Marino and Shannon Sharp. Somebody finally spoke up at the end of the interview going, whoa, you're missing out on something here, Bill.
I bet it was Boomer.
Who I was going to say, who you think
I don't
it was?
remember.
I bet it was Shannon Sharp.
No, it wasn't Shannon Sharp. Hell fucking no. I'm going to go with
cornball Boomer.
It was either Boomer or no, I think it was Boomer.
And guys, I think whether he comes back and play or not, that's a sidebar. The message out there, there's a lesson to be learned by what went through at Plexico, and you don't want to have to learn it the hard way that he's experiencing now. And hopefully people will see that and they'll learn from that.
You know, Coach, you did a great job, and I'm sure it was very hard for you. I actually have very mixed emotions about this because I've watched Plexico since he's been in New York, and this isn't the only time that he has caused problems. And I will say this should be a PSA for all athletes out there not to have an unlicensed handgun with them in our cities.
You're right. And, Coach, it was a sad interview because just 2 years ago, as you mentioned in the piece, he was catching the game-winning touchdown. It's sad that he had to lose his career, go to jail for a couple of years in order to learn a lesson. That is a painful way to learn a lesson.
And, Shannon, you know what? He is going to learn his lesson. And the one thing for sure is he said he wants to come back and play. And you know what? He's a guy that's 32 years old. And you know, in the NFL, there's a lot of guys, a lot of teams that need a player like Plexico Purse.
I think his sincerity was absolutely clear and remorseful, very sincere in that piece, Coach. Without a doubt.
I've never heard more worthless commentary after an interview.
Drivel.
4 dumbbells trying to be socially relevant.
You just don't have a unlicensed gun in our cities.
You know the way I see it? Shut up. What down is it? You fucking idiot jock.
to the game.
You know the way I see it.
Stop trying to be poignant, you fucking morons.
All right, let's do some leaks. We got to go to the bathroom.
Show me more Steve Winwood.
No, thank you.
He was good.
We're going to play this as we go to break. Stay there. Patrice O'Neill. Busy show. We got Jason Ellis outside the studio. We're going to get to him in a few minutes. Chris Mad Dog Russo is going to be on the show within seconds. Patrice O'Neill helping us out today. And this is worth playing for a goof. This weather guy lost his fucking mind. I think a lot of people have heard this by now as they're doing their own searching around the internet. You get 38 inches down in the Washington, D.C. area, and one of the local guys out of Baltimore lost his fucking mind. Yes, Sam?
He's not actually a local guy. Like, this guy works for AccuWeather.
Oh, so this goes everywhere.
It goes everywhere, but he does these video forecasts for different cities.
Right.
And each time he does the video forecast, he pretends he's from that city.
Oh, okay.
But apparently, this guy's on 1010 Wins and WABC, and he's on radio in Buffalo.
What a phony.
Like, got a nice gig, huh?
He just goes city to city pretending. The videos are gone now.
Right.
But before the Super Bowl, he did a report for Boston and Buffalo, and both reports he said, it's Super Bowl weekend, I know, our Patriots aren't in. And then for Buffalo, he went, I know, our guys aren't in, the Bills aren't in, but, you know.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, he just pretends.
But they got rid of that audio?
Yeah, I don't know where the videos are anymore.
You know, but
what a fraud this guy is.
You know what? I would listen to, I would watch the weather on TV if it was done like this every fucking day.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
Where's Patrice going?
Bathroom.
What the fuck?
Why are you bringing your head?
You were just lecturing me about my piss fucking schedule.
I'm not healthy.
Oh.
This guy's a jack of all trades, master of none.
All right, here we go. Huh? Did you see this yet, Ant?
No.
This weather guy lose his mind?
Nope.
I've not seen it either.
Oh boy. 14 to 22 inches of snow. Oh boy. Well, I'm AccuWeather.com meteorologist Jim Kosick. Our paralyzing, crippling, record-breaking storm comes today!
What's wrong with him?
Road closures, flight cancellations in the hundreds, power outages by the tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. Yes. And problem number one to start it all today, 35 degrees. So when the snow comes in, kicks temperatures down sub-freezing, so what initially melted turns to black ice. That's only one problem. Problem number two, 14 to 22 inches of snow! Winding down Saturday afternoon. Tertiary problem? Yeah, I've been reading the dictionary. Blowing and drifting! 3, 4, 5 feet drifts! So you shovel, drifts back over, shovel, drifts, shovel.
Why are we listening to the audio when he screams?
Could I get a one-way?
The audio cuts out because he doesn't, because he's just on one of those mics that instead of it over-modulating, it cuts the audio.
Get it right out.
What you missed right there was him leaning back, screaming bloody murder, but the audio cuts out, unfortunately.
Exactly. Another guy whose fucking duty is to do the weather wants to be entertaining. Tell me how much fucking weather, cunt.
I like it.
Back over, shovel, drifts, shovel.
There's the scream. Okay.
Could I get a one-way ticket to New Orleans? Sun comes back Sunday, Monday. Listen, I love crab cakes, but we could replace it with jambalaya. More snow showers later Tuesday. I
love crab cake.
Kosick.
Asshole.
There you go.
What's wrong with him?
I hate him.
He does these internet forecasts, and he obviously has just been banking on one becoming that YouTube phenomenon.
Yeah. Well, he got one because everyone's talking about it today. Hey, let's say hi to Mad Dog.
Oh.
Mad Dog.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Chris.
Why are you so chipper always?
Well, you know what? I tell you, I like the Colts all week, but I had told you late last week that there was a lot of people who like the Saints. I did not want to root for Bill Polian, the general manager. I don't like him at all for what he did at the end of the regular season with that freaking 14-0 stuff. I get sick of hearing about Manning, the greatest quarterback of all time, which was not true. So I went Saints yesterday in the betting department, and that makes me a happy man today. So there you go. Plus, I took 2 prop plays. You know, that's like little proposition themes.
Yeah.
One was over Breeze
touchdown passes, 1.5. I thought that was a good play. He had 2. And the other one was over threes, 24.5 completions. I thought that was a good play. He had, 33, 34, something like that in the game, set a record. So I had those 2 plus the Saints, plus Manning was bad in the last 5 minutes.
Yep.
I got an easy show today. I'm going away in 2 weeks, and I'm talking to you guys now. That's not a bad week.
Hey, Chris, what did you think of that? I thought it was a really bad play when they were going in the fourth quarter, when Manning, when they ran it on third down with like a minute left and no timeouts. What a stupid waste of time that was.
Absolutely. The game was over at that point. Manning was shot after the interception. That whole last drive was a bad drive. They had about 3:14 to go, 3 timeouts. They didn't know how they wanted to handle it. They didn't spike the ball properly. They didn't use their timeouts. You just bring up that play. That last 3 minutes was very bad. Plus, I thought the last drive at the end of the first half, when they stopped them at the 1-yard line, they had to get a first down there, and they, throw the ball. They're a throwing team, and Manning ran the ball 3 straight times. Saints called the timeout, got the ball back, and kicked the field goal to make it 10-6. Huge that the Saints got 3 points there at the end of the half. So, not a good performance by the Colts. They played very poorly in the game. Saints outplayed them. The quarterback outplayed Manning, too.
Yeah, there you go. It gave him a lot of momentum going into the second half, too.
Absolutely. Plus the onside kick.
Chris, this is Mad Dog Russo. Patrice O'Neill in studio. Very funny comic.
Mr. Russo, I don't know what
Hello,
to call him.
guys. How are you?
Hey, can I ask you a question? I'm, as a football fan myself, I'm watching Peyton, and before he's one of those guys like Dan Marino. I thought that he's in the argument for best quarterback of all time, even without winning a Super Bowl. And I thought one was enough. And I thought if he lost this one, he wouldn't need another one to be great. But I think that interception messed his pedigree up so much that he has to now win another Super Bowl because it was so bad. It was so non-Peyton-like.
To be considered the greatest quarterback of all time.
First off, I never consider. Listen, a lot of people jumped on his bandwagon because he had a wonderful year and he was great against the Jets. I never considered him the greatest quarterback of all time. Phil Simms talked about that all last week. Said he was on his way. Host talked about that. Montana won 4 Super Bowls.
Yes.
Bradshaw, 4 Super Bowls. Brady has won 3 Super Bowls.
Now, Tom Brady, if Tom Brady didn't win those 3, I don't know if this is... He wouldn't be in the discussion without those 3.
But now, Peyton's not even in the discussion. Some people
he is in the discussion.
Some people have thrown him in that discussion.
No, he's in the
this Peyton Manning's got to win at least 3.
Marino's in the discussion, hasn't won a Super Bowl.
No, he's not in discussion with you. No, Marino is not in the discussion with Unitas, Montana, Brady. He's not in that discussion. Marino is in the discussion. He's an all-time great. But he's not on that level. Oh, we are talking about the 3 or 4 great, Otto Graham's another one. There are about 3 or 4 great quarterbacks, all-timers, who are on top of their class. That is Unitas, Montana, Brady, Otto Graham, who played for the Browns in the 50s. Those are the 4, not Marino.
Who the hell is Otto Graham? Were black guys allowed to play back then?
He won 7 titles, Otto Graham. Listen, the old-timers get mad if you don't put Graham in there. You want to throw Graham out because
slinging Sammy Baugh, too?
See, Mad Dog understands that sports radio stuff. You got to put an old guy in there for the older
But I'm saying...
If you don't want to, you don't have to. But Unitas, Montana, Brady are by themselves. Manning was put in that level before this game. He's not in that level.
Well, hold on, Chris.
If people don't put Marino in there?
Oh, God, no.
But if you're putting Brady in there for 3, how do you not put Aikman in there for 3?
Because Aikman was on a different kind of team. He had Emmett. He had Michael Irvin. Brady didn't have, don't forget, Morse hasn't won a Super Bowl.
But isn't there a way, Chris, aren't you in a way, by making that Aikman argument, aren't you making an argument for Marino? Because he didn't have a running game. I mean, he had great receivers, but he did not have a running game, so everybody knew it was pass.
But he never.
Bottom line is, you cannot put Marino
as the top
2 or 3 quarterbacks in the history of the NFL when he did not win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, maybe if he won 1, it would be a different story.
This seems like it's off.
Brady's the MVP. Brady's the Super Bowl MVP. He's 3-time Super Bowl MVP. You cannot put Marino. Now, listen, I'm a Marino lover, but he does not belong in that class. Now, I love Marino. It wasn't all his fault. I think Marino was with Elway, and Elway won 2. I think Elway, the first one, had Terrell Davis. But you cannot put. But the issue right now is Manning, and Manning yesterday was outplayed by his counterpart. And when you look at Montana and Unitas in these kind of games, they are not outplayed by the other guy. And Breeze outplayed Manning yesterday. Manning had 17 points against a lousy defense. Manning had a very bad drive at the end of the first half when he ran the ball 3 times. He threw the terrible interception. And in the last 3 minutes, you alluded to it, he was rattled. He didn't know what he was doing. They had to score quick and everything else. He had his timeouts. They did a bad job there.
Because he threw a uncharacteristically bad pass for him. I think that shocked him.
The pass was not bad. You said it earlier that what's his name made a great play.
Right. I mean, that just shocked him. He just doesn't do that.
Manning, no. Go look at Manning's history in big games. Manning has never been as good in the postseason as he has been in the regular season. He wasn't even that good against the Bears 3 years ago. They gave him the MVP. He threw 2 interceptions in that game. They gave him the MVP. They had nobody else to give it to.
Now, do you put Favre in there with 1 Super Bowl?
I'm sorry?
Do you put Favre in that conversation with 1 Super Bowl?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How about
again, that level, and I'm not a football historian, you don't have to ask me, but you're asking for the sports talk opinion. The level that we are referring to is the immortal level. The immortal level is Unitas, who's the greatest first big quarterback, quarter zone plays, won 3 titles, back-to-back 58 championship game, Giants, the whole bit.
Bart Starr?
Unitas, Montana, and I put Brady there. Other people even wouldn't do that.
Oh, you're missing one.
Who?
Richard Todd.
You don't forget Danny White, too, because he would also punt.
And Danny White.
Danny White, yeah.
Roger Staubach's in there, and he only got 2.
Well, Staubach's a great player. He's not an immortal.
Just short.
Staubach. And, a lot of people don't give Bradshaw enough credit. Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls. The problem that Bradshaw has, he played with 9 Hall of Famers. So people kind of think he's a little, they think about Mean Joe Green and Lynn Swann.
His team was
Jack
stacked.
Lambert. They don't think about Bradshaw, and he won 4. He was 4-0 in that game. 4-0. And let's face it, we watched. Manning was not good yesterday. He was not great in the game.
Yeah, he looked a little shaky.
Scored 17 points against a very average defense. And that defense got killed by the Vikings. And they scored 17 points. Listen, but give the Saints credit. I mean, how about the onside kick start of the second half?
That was ballsy. I love that.
I was the only one who called that.
Oh, what a tremendous job. I mean, Sean Payton. And you know what? It's funny. I thought, listen, I had it close, so keep that in mind. But on Friday, I went through the lineups. The Saints have 5 they got Dewey Henderson and Colston and Shockey and Lance Moore and Reggie Bush. And they got a lot of offensive guys. The Colts really have, Reggie Wayne, a couple of rookie receivers. I mean, it's almost like the Saints have a better offense than the Colts do, but we all thought the Colts were so good because of the quarterback. And in this case, Breeze played better. Breeze played better yesterday than Manning did.
I thought the Saints made a dumb move when they went for it on 4th down, even though they wound up giving good field position and getting the ball back. That was a dumb move.
That was a great move, in my opinion.
Really?
And I'm going to tell you why. If you set up with a field goal there and kick off, the Colts will start their drive at the 30-yard line, 2 minutes to go, 3 timeouts. And they're going to come back and they're going to score a field goal. Instead, if you don't get it, the Colts will start their drive. First off, you take 30 seconds off the clock because it runs. And the Colts start their drive at the 1-yard line. And they're not going to think about scoring. They're going to be thinking about getting a first down to run out the clock. So if you go for it and don't get it, the worst it's 10-3. If you kick the field goal, they're going to probably come down and score, gain momentum from the field goal that they just got. And as it turned out, you use your timeouts properly. They did not get a first down, and you kicked the field goal anyway to make it 10-6.
But the way the defense worked there, why wouldn't the defense work if you kicked the field goal and then kicked it off? I mean, in hindsight, it paid off.
Because there's a big difference in mindset when you start your drive at the 1-yard line compared to starting a drive at the 30-yard line.
But your defense has got to be able to stop a team in the last 2 minutes if you score. You can't give up a potential score, but it's only 10-3, and your offense is not scoring, and you can win 10-6.
They win in 10-6 anyway.
No, but I mean, it did happen to work out that way. But I mean, when the play was done.
That's all that counts. I mean, the bottom line is, you wanted him to go in, you wanted him to kick the field goal at 10-3. Well, it went in 10-6. That's what the score was.
But at the moment, it was still...
I thought Sims got that completely wrong. I mentioned that today in the air. I think because of the fact it's the Colts, put them, if you don't score, put them at the 1-yard line. And then you know the worst it's going to be is 10-3. And if you get lucky with all 3 of your timeouts, maybe you make them punt it from their own end zone and you can get a cheap field goal. And that's exactly what occurred.
But Peyton Manning is the best quarterback you've ever seen, though, right?
No, he's not. He's not better than Montana.
Who's your favorite, personally?
He's not better than Montana.
Montana's your like, forget the Super Bowls, but just in terms of like, hey, man, this dude is amazing to me.
My favorite, the guy that I love to watch play, probably Marino. I love Marino.
I just don't think we would be talking about Tom Brady wouldn't be in anyone's discussion if he didn't win Super Bowls. I think
he's got a lot of Super Bowls under his belt.
But I think Montana would be in the conversation if he didn't win.
Yeah, but see, this is professional sports. It's about winning. It's not about.
In the end, you got to win at least one.
You got to win the championship.
You got to at least win one, and then maybe you could squeeze.
And winning Super Bowls means you've won playoff games and the NFC Championship.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think you got to at least win.
If Michael Jordan lost 6 finals, would you call him the greatest player in NBA history?
But Bill Russell won 11, and they don't call him the greatest.
I would.
Yeah, Bill Russell was amazing.
Yeah, I would. You know, Bill Russell never lost a game 7.
Hey, Mad Dog, what do you think of the coverage in general? What do you think of the Who? What do you think of the commercials? Give us an overall view here.
Listen, the Who looked old, but I love the Who, so I had no problem with them.
Yep.
They looked old, but I have no problem with them.
Daltrey looked older than Townsend.
Oh, my God, Roger, with the curly hair, with the glasses.
It was a bad dye job, and he couldn't move around at all. Pete looked like he could still move a little bit.
But I like the Who, so I have no problem with that. I love the Who. I thought CBS had a terrible game. And I got a good relationship with CBS. I had McManus on and Sims on, all those guys on last week. I thought James Brown was atrocious. He didn't capture the moment.
I thought
the pregame.
He doesn't talk much anyway, though.
Hold on,
Brown.
I'm not a James Brown fan. I've never have been. Never have been.
Cower with Plaxico Burress.
That's
rough. Like father and son. I didn't want to see that.
That did stink, didn't it?
We just went over that audio.
I mean, let's show the Plaxico. Let's see the room where you had your daughter. I mean, he's in jail, for God's sake. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
And I thought Nance had a bad game. First off, on the podium after the game, he didn't ask Sean Payton, about the onside kick. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, that was a huge upset. He did not convey that. Saints are underdogs. This is a franchise that's been a laughing stock since 1967, 43 years. They had won 4 playoff games in the last 43 years. They've only had 8 winning seasons. The Saints were a joke in the NFL.
But so wasn't the Patriots before. Patriots was nonsense before they won. So New Orleans haven't been bad like New Orleans for years.
No, they've never been to a Super Bowl.
But they haven't been like the bag over the head guys for years.
What do you know about the Saints until recently? Nothing. Tom Dempsey and his dumb field goal. That's about all they had.
The Saints in 43 years won 4 playoff games. They had.
What did the Patriots win before Brady?
I'm not talking about the Patriots. Who cares about the Patriots?
But I'm saying that New Orleans. But you're saying you brought in how big of an upset it was.
Yeah, it was
historically. Like you brought in how bad they were the whole franchise. But I'm saying they haven't. They were great this year.
But the Saints. There's only 4 teams in the history. There's 5 teams before this year that have not been to a Super Bowl. The Saints are one of them.
Who are the other ones?
The Browns, the Lions, the Texans, the Jaguars, 2 expansion teams, and the Saints. So before this year, there were only 5 teams in this league who have not been to a Super Bowl. 2 of them are the Browns and the Lions, and 2 of them are expansion.
Wow.
The Saints have been a bad franchise for a long time. Okay, last couple of years been better. They're making progress. Sims did not express that enough. Plus, you got Nance. Plus, you got Katrina, and all the issues there, and Jim handled this at the end of the game like it was a regular season finale.
That's true.
I was down on him.
You know why?
I thought CBS had a bad game.
You know why?
Because going to get me in trouble by saying that, because now they won't talk to me for a month.
No, they probably
should. Had a bad game.
They probably should get a new guy in there. Like Jim Nance has seen it all. Why is he going to get excited at this point?
I'm not saying any new play, and I thought Sims, who I love. Sims, I thought he got. Now you guys disagree with me, but I thought he did a bad job at the end of the half. But he's saying they should take the 3 points.
Oh, I didn't think he did a bad job. I don't care. I really didn't even hear what Sims said because I was in a lot of people. I just personally thought it was a bad call.
Yeah, well, Sims felt the same way, and I disagree with that. So so maybe Sims is not so wrong. I guess it's a matter of opinion. But even Sims said it. He didn't. He was not critical enough of the last Saints drive. He got it confused about whether they should try an onside kick. I don't know. I thought, to me, I thought Sean Payton did a superb job. Number one, he used his timeouts properly at the end of the half to get the ball back to kick the field goal. He kicked the onside kick. And let's not also forget, that was a great challenge on that 2-point conversion.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that was a challenge. That was not reviewed from the booth. That was a challenge. That was a very close call. He threw the challenge out and got the 2 points. Give him credit for that.
It's amazing. It's amazing how these guys hold on to that ball.
But Chris, you do know that inside of 2 minutes.
That was inside 2 minutes, though.
No. But I mean the first when they went for it on fourth and didn't get it inside the red zone in under 2 minutes. When the points are not scored, 69% of the time the other team goes the other way and scores.
Not from the 1 yard line, you don't.
You're not going to trip him up.
Yeah, I mean, not from the
Jimmy was trying to trip him
I just completely made that up.
He just made that up.
69%. 69 is where I screwed up. I should have said 80%. That's much more convincing.
But you know what? I love the game. I thought it was a great game.
It was a great football game. But
I really loved it. I think the NFL gave America a good night.
Yeah.
I like the Who. The commercials are overrated. If I see another Doritos commercial, I'm gonna vomit.
Well, the commercials have been overrated for a bunch of years now.
You know the commercial stuff. That's your enterprise. You guys know that much better than I do.
Nah, we've barely touched on it. We talked about the Letterman fucking Leno thing because that was kind of came out of nowhere.
Letterman and Leno, I thought they were in the same room for that commercial.
Yeah, it came out. An article came out explaining the whole damn thing. Leno flew in, and while Letterman was taping. Jay had a hoodie on and a fake mustache, and they walked him into the theater thinking no one's going to think twice about this, just some guy going into the building. And then they hit him, and then after the Letterman taping, Oprah came separately too, and they filmed it. It took 20 minutes.
Did they get along, the two of them?
They said there was pleasantries, and it was very professional. And that was it. I mean, as soon as the filming was over, they went their own ways. I mean, they weren't like hanging out, getting dinner or anything.
So basically Leno surprised Dave.
No, it was Dave's idea, actually.
The whole thing was Letterman's idea.
I give him credit.
And they said Leno signed on it, and there was no money for it. But it was just a good image of it. Yeah.
I give him credit. Because that's the commercial of the whole thing.
I think so.
Because look, you guys, you know more about it than I do. That's what everybody's going to talk about.
Yeah,
that
was
a tremendous job. I give the both of them credit. Good for them.
And we said earlier the fact that you could get something like that done in this day and age.
Without anybody knowing about it.
I know. That's what's amazing. Everyone kept their mouths shut for once.
Wow, well, you guys, I tell you right now, the last 2 times I'm around with you guys, you've been sharp as a tack.
Well, we're
how about this? Even Anthony's got a little life. Sharp.
Well, very little.
Anthony's a little tired. He played poker all night.
Had a Super Bowl party last night and played some poker and.
I don't like going to the Super Bowl parties because I like, me, I got to be at the edge of my seat staring at that TV.
Yeah.
So I came home Saturday afternoon. I worked Saturday morning. I came home Saturday afternoon. Staying for that game is tricky. No highlights. Getting in and out of that stadium is a pain in the neck. And then flying today after work. So last night I stayed for some, not stayed for others. I almost rather watch it on television. It gives you more to talk about the next day in the air.
I think you're right. Yeah. I think I guess it'd be cool. I would love to see one Super Bowl live
before.
Go
one.
Yeah, I haven't, unfortunately, and I've tried over the years. But yeah, it's a much better game to watch at home.
Go to Dallas next year. How many times
I'm listening. I'm going to start working that angle immediately.
Do that? You guys would be great.
Norton wants to go to Dallas for the Super Bowl.
5 a.m. It'd be great down there.
I'd like to go to Dallas. I've never been to a game in Texas Stadium, even though it's a new one.
That's another thing. You got 100 days. I mean, you got the spaceship going to a game in.
Yeah, Mad Dog, one of our guys was down there, said hookers all over the joint.
That's news to me.
I'm not trying to. I'm just saying it was like ridiculous down there. I know you're a family guy and all that, but I'm just saying. Did you see any?
I didn't notice it. Jeez.
Did we just fuck him up?
I have not been a Polian fan. He's the general manager of the Colts.
Yeah.
I was very down on the Colts for how they handled the end of the season. Polian is a guy that thinks he's invented football. Polian is also blew off all the media last week. Didn't want to get into it. I think Jim Caldwell, the coach, was classy as all can be.
Yeah.
But I am not a Polian fan, so I am glad the coach lost because of him.
There you go.
And Chris's show, it's Mad Dog Radio. It's on Sirius Channel 123, XM 144, and it's every weekday, 2 to 7 o'clock.
Definitely.
PM.
The best. And don't forget all of other shows. Thanks. I will get you. First off, I got to return the favor. That's number one. And secondly, you guys have been good to me the last, really since I've been there. I want to make sure you guys know that.
Yeah, well, we're going to play golf, right? Or was
yes, we're going to go play golf at Shorehaven in East Norwalk, Connecticut. But I mean it. All of you, Anthony, you guys did a nice job. Yeah. I really appreciate it.
Do you know all we want back from you, Chris? We don't want anything back. But Jim Norton has a photo with Reggie Jackson that he wants signed. That's all we want back from you.
You want a photo with? I can do that.
I already got a photo with Reggie. I just want Reggie to sign it. It's just me and him.
I can do that for you.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'll work on that. Reggie would do that.
I was just kind of kidding. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Mad Dog. Everyone's going to check. Today's a great day to check out Mad Dog Radio. Sirius 123, XM 144, 2 to 7 today with Mad Dog. Check it out and get into it with him. He loves freaking arguing.
Yeah,
sports.
you shot down that Peyton Manning greatest of all time.
He's out.
You shot down that argument very well.
He's out.
It's like, you know what, though? It's like talking physics with Einstein. You just sit. I just sit here and go, I am a retard when it comes to sports. Talking to that guy,
but Russo's a reasonable guy, though.
Everything.
He's passionate,
but the quarterback thing was easy to get into.
But it's like if you give time to just go, okay, let me relax for a second.
Yeah.
It's based on opinion because you go, he based it, and I'm not trying to make him a hypocrite. I'm just saying he based some of it on the fact that you win a lot of Super Bowls.
Right.
Then for some of them, he'll go, oh, it doesn't count because he had this guy and that guy.
Okay,
but
yeah.
You can't do that. You can't go, oh, he's better. So basically what he did was formulate a great way of just having his own opinion, which is
that's what he does.
John Elway is not in the same conversation with Tom Brady as an immortal, but it's based on just winning. But it's like, oh, wait a minute. This guy who won had a great team. Troy Aikman had a great team. Tom Brady didn't. That's why Tom Brady's an immortal, because it's all opinion. It's not.
No, I understand. There's a lot of opinion involved, but I think you got to at least win the Super Bowl before you're even.
I agree
in the discussion.
That's not what I'm saying.
But hold on, and then it comes down to how many Super Bowls did they win, and how many star players this guy to help him out. I could see it in a way.
Exactly,
I can totally see it.
But why is Troy Aikman? He was penalized because he had Emmitt
He's not
Smith.
saying he's penalized. He's still in the short list, the greatest quarterback of all time.
But he's not Montana, though. I love short list. But he's not Montana.
Nobody's Montana, really.
But
Troy Aikman had some monsters playing alongside him.
Yeah.
Monsters.
So hasn't
Terry Bradshaw.
Montana.
Yeah, he
monsters.
He had the greatest safety of all time, the greatest, maybe the greatest tight end of all time, one of the greatest
receivers,
the greatest receiver of all time.
Yeah.
So you should argue that with Mad Dog using his own formula. That would have messed him up a little bit.
We have to argue
that would have messed him up a little bit.
Slower.
He might not have. He might not have had an answer.
But
for
he
that.
was only saying that Bradshaw, he didn't give him Montana. He was putting those guys close together.
Yeah.
Like he was taking the top echelon. Yeah, I don't give it to him because of this. He was kind of balanced. He wasn't going way off book, like being hypocritical, saying Marino should get it and Montana shouldn't. It was pretty close.
I'm just saying.
I kind of like the argument though. It's kind of.
I'm just saying where he's going, where Anthony's like, it's like arguing. It's like good arguers, people who argue well, man, are able to pull out some shit that make you go.
He knows every player. He knows every stat. He knows the years. Yeah. Like, when they won a Super Bowl back in 1960.
There's people who can speak the languages from Avatar already.
Yeah. You name a year. You name a year, he'll tell you who was in the Super Bowl, which most of us won't be able to do.
You get me, I'll tell you who's in the Super Bowl.
1971.
The Dolphins and the Jets.
That's not true.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah, they're both AFC.
He'll tell you the.
How off were you?
He'll tell you the final. He'll tell you the final score.
He would know
and the key plays for every single.
I'm not arguing.
It's amazing.
He's a man. Listen to Mad Dog. He's amazing. I'm
And you know
just saying,
what?
it's
The
just
argument
like,
thing is that's what they do in sports radio. He'll argue that quarterback thing for 5
I think
hours.
Peyton Manning is the best quarterback I've ever seen.
He's not. Point at Megan Fox and Russo will go, who's that?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't mean to fuck him up with the prostitute thing. I was just.
Oh, boy, did he bumble through that.
He was just.
That's what I'm saying.
He was down there for a week.
This guy, he'll curse you out, but he'll just pretend hookers don't exist. But he should just go, yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
I'm just trying to expand his horizon a little bit. But you look around, Russo. There's fucking gas all over the place down there.
Fucking
not saying that's what you do, but at least notice it.
Those guys lose their job for even stepping foot in
that's
that
a good
world.
point.
Captain Queeg was better on the stand than Russo was at that question.
Like, hey, right, you go, so in 1940, so you think that Sling and Sammy Ball, hey, shut the fuck up, let me tell you something. There was a lot of hookers out there.
Yeah, there was a key. Strawberries, I knew. They called me Old Yellowstain.
How many portions did you have?
How many portions?
Just shows that we like him because we let him go. We let him go.
He's
we had
great,
him on the
Russo,
hook.
man.
Yeah, we like Russo.
He's a
Check
fun
him out.
sports dude.
All right, hey, we got Jason Ellis outside the studio. Quick break, and he'll be joining the program
How
next.
did him and Mike have a show together? Like, damn. How did they come? How did they, like...
I don't know.
Chris was interesting, and they're like, we'd like something that's not. And they hired Mike.
I thought it was Mike and the man. I thought it was Mike's
Maybe it
show.
was. That was just a joke that missed.
All right.
Hit it.
Joining the show, Jason Ellis, who does a fun afternoon show on Faction, Sirius 28, XM52, 3 to 7, every single day. And then we do a little best of for Jason.
Yeah.
On this fine channel, The Virus, on Saturdays from 7 to 9 p.m. And Jason's in New York, what, the whole week?
I am. They
Very
got a
cool.
studio for me and everything.
Anthony, I was just talking to Jason outside the studio.
Yeah.
He's kind of under the radar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm explaining a lot of the stuff.
Good luck with that.
Exactly.
I know.
That's what I told him. I go, enjoy your time under the radar because, I mean, his show's getting more and more popular every week, and eventually you're going to be on the radar. This is what I told him. I said, and you might make a little more money and have a bigger show, but you won't have as much fun.
Yeah.
And then I was explaining all the stuff we're not allowed to do on satellite radio that we used to do on regular radio. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah, really.
What's up with that shit?
What is up with that shit?
You know what? No disrespect, but maybe they don't think that you'll stab them. You know what I mean? I got that edge. You know what I mean? I don't have a job. I'm crazy. I don't fucking like anybody. Maybe I'll just stab somebody if they tell me I can't do something. It's not going to work, is it?
No, not at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can kind of.
They get you in the end.
I'm from Australia. Everybody knows people from Australia are crazy. You want to bang Samoan bitches, right? That's what you're saying?
No, I don't think I said Samoan.
You said marry. Samoan marry. It's very
They're
similar.
all the same?
Tribal. Well, I'm not going to say they're all the same because you're black and you'll think I'm racist because I'm white with tattoos. But
Well, that's redundant, and I didn't have to say anything for me to think that, but I was
Samoan and... Were you thinking that, though?
Yeah, it just pops right out, yeah.
Are you racist, Jason?
Of course he is.
No, we've been talking about racism all morning.
Him and his friends beat Aborigines with fucking didgeridoos every day. Just to hear him go on his fucking head.
I can play didgeridoo. And I've had sex with an Aborigine.
Have you really?
Yeah. Not a marry, but I have an Aborigine, yes.
How's that working out?
And Africans. I've had sex with you.
Well, hold on.
You.
I want to hear about the Aborigine.
Is that a tribe in Africa?
The U tribe.
Me? The U.
I want to hear about the Aborigine broad.
You know, it's weird.
What's the difference?
I feel like Australians could be racist because I'd been here a bunch of times and I went back and I met an Aborigine girl. And I thought she was really hot, and I noticed when I... What?
I've never seen a hot Aborigine girl.
That's racist right there. What do you mean?
Dude, I have to back him up.
You've seen hot Aborigines?
No, I have to back you up.
I've never seen one in my life.
What about the bitch that won the running bitch from Australia?
What? Nobody had a dick? What the fuck?
They all have fucking hair like Hervé Village has.
Where's he at? Can you type up?
Yeah, help me out.
I like native hair.
Which chick? We can Google this girl?
She was she could check her out. She's an Australian chick.
All right, you gotta
you know what? She wasn't really, but I would fuck her. She won. I think she won gold for females.
Put Aborigine.
And she didn't have a dick.
None of us know how to spell
Australian,
it. Australian
Olympic runner.
No, just put Aborigine, Google image that. Let's start there. Let's start slow.
They look like...
They're horrendous looking.
What the fuck? You can't say they're horrendous. How can you say that they're horrendous? They're horrendous.
You know
fucking you Aryan cocksucker.
You know what they look like? They look like the forensics rebuilding of a skull.
It looked like you.
Jason.
from
Jason,
10,000 years ago.
Hold on, but
And they put the clay on it.
Look, I'll have an open mind.
That's not what she looked like. What the fuck are you showing me?
Jason,
This guy's got a fucking caveman on the fucking screen. She was a chick and this dude's 80.
I'll do this for you. I think they're all horrendous, but I'll have an open mind. Maybe it changed my mind today.
She was really cute, and I noticed that everyone in the street. See, look,
we might have one already.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Fuck.
The computer went down.
Wait, there. Go down.
Let me see her.
Come on. Almost.
What you got? What you
a
got?
little short.
She's a fucking three.
You guys are fucked up, man. I'll tell you this. She's got beautiful eyes.
Before an Aborigine, Aboriginal girl, she's sexy for an Aboriginal.
She's fucking terrible.
He just turned me a little bit, but
Let
not
me see her.
enough.
But the one I was going out with was way hotter than that.
Dude, she's fucking awful.
She is not fucking awful.
She's a fucking fool.
Get another one.
You're fucking Wesley Snipes with a wig.
That's not awful.
right.
She's okay for
She's not okay.
Dude,
She looks like Don Cheadle.
I'm with Patrice. She's on the same page.
Don Cheadle is.
I'm not saying it's awful anymore.
There's a bunch
looks
of them
like?
that are fuckable.
She's fucking terrible.
Anyway, everyone in Australia
By the
didn't
way,
like
that's the
her.
only one we found that.
There's fucking way more. I fucked one. Look at that one. Click on that bitch.
This one, just because she's naked.
That's beside the point. Look at her head.
Oh wait. What about this one bending over?
That's not a fucking Aborigine.
It is an Aborigine. See?
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Oh, you fucking white guys think they look the same.
Don't.
Scroll down, Sam. What are you doing? You ever
Sam,
need
you're fucking terrible. You should get a job on my show.
Aborigines are like two people back on that evolution chart.
You know what? You've got hair like an Aboriginal, actually. You kind of look like the bitch I fucked in Australia.
Is there a fucking?
Hey, look away from me, will you? That's an Asian chick. That wasn't the one that I was pointing at.
Is there a website? Is there some
Aboriginal.com?
Something like that. They're all awful.
Why can't you click on this chick? Aboriginal girl hot. That's what. Click on Aboriginal girl hot.
There you go. There it is. Come on, stop.
That's
That's not
it.
her. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a teen orgy party.
Fucking find this cocksucker.
There's no Aboriginal girl on that site.
Look, we haven't found one.
You can't even find them.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, they're mysterious, aren't they?
Hot Aborigines. It doesn't even come up on Google.
Wait, it comes up. Did you mean disturbing ugly bitches? Yes, disturbing that.
You guys could be right.
Well, the one we saw wasn't bad though. Not great, but not.
Well, okay, look.
Put quotes
what
around
about this? What about this? Here to go even further. Indian chicks, right? Usually not that hot.
What,
but what about
American
that one
Indian
Indian?
or
What about the one Indian chick in the fucking movie where everyone got an award for it? That bitch was hot.
Wait,
was
India,
hot.
India?
But see, yeah, the Indian with the dot.
Yeah.
The one who played
I don't want
Lanika.
to sound racist, but a lot of them are not very hot.
You cannot fucking even compare Aborigines to India. There are some hot.
You get a lot of hot Indian girls.
This chick,
I do.
The fucking with the
do
net
that
coming off
fucking
shit
neck thing, and
Yeah, we're not letting you
fucking
off the hook for this Aborigine thing.
God damn it!
just
Somebody
look
needs to send me a photo of the chick I
dirty.
used to go out with.
What? So
Is that Aborigine?
No, she's hot.
Oh.
what language did she speak?
She spoke fucking English, asshole. We speak Austrian or something.
Did you go out with her a long time?
I went out with her for a while, and,
All right,
and a
so
lot of
that's
my
why you're
friends.
defending her.
No, I'm not. No, because I didn't like her. She ended up like getting addicted to cocaine and shit, and trying to steal all my coke.
Hold on, Joey on Long Island's got something. He's explaining the Aborigine thing. Go ahead, Joey.
Hey, Ellis, I want to know if you think the cavemen from the Geico commercials are hot.
That's hilarious, you racist fuck. Look at that. See, now what?
And she's Aboriginal. That's
now what?
Yeah,
Thank you.
First of all, she
Thank
looks
you.
Like, she looks like Nicolini.
She does have a little Nicolini in her.
What is she mixed with?
She's
mixed with something. Stop
No,
it.
not what she's mixed with. It's where do they have her captive? because
She's like the green-eyed Chinese chick in the fucking... fucking... What is that?
What?
Kurt Russell's movie.
Yeah, Kurt Russell's movie.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, she's the green-eyed Chinese
They
chick.
got her locked up with a dodo bird. It's just she's fucking delicious.
keep her in a warehouse with the Ark of the Covenant.
dudes.
They don't show you that she's 4'6". She's a fucking. She probably has her feet blocked.
4'6".
That is
terrible.
First of all, that's bullshit.
I don't understand how
That is
pictures. Yeah, like she didn't. She had brown eyes, but she was hot. She's a fucking hot bitch.
That is fucking.
If she was in America, she was fucking hot. But in Australia, that's why I think Australians are racist. Because none of my friends thought that my bitch was hot.
and there's a lot of Australians that wouldn't think
Not
she's
like
hot.
that.
Yeah.
That's a mix, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
That is
a mix.
Her hair is dyed.
She's not fully aboriginal.
That is mongrel right there. And you can take Florida Evans and mix it with some fucking white guy
and get something going on.
A supermodel comes out.
See what an asshole you are? Why can't you mix a good-looking black person with a fucking ugly woman? Because you can put Florida Evans.
You could put Florida Evans with some big fat white guy, and a supermodel will shoot out. A blue-eyed fucking blonde-haired black supermodel comes out. I don't know what happens, but that is a mix.
She's gorgeous.
I want to know the story about her stealing your cocaine, though.
I made her. She got into cocaine, and I said, "Can you go get me some cocaine at a party?" And she was gone for like 4 hours. And cocaine in Australia is, I think last time I did, it was like $200 a gram.
Wow, fuck.
So it's a big deal to get cocaine. So she got it, and she took like 4 hours. And then she showed up 4 hours later with like fucking 2 lines. And I was like, what the hell? And she's like, yeah, they didn't give me much. And then I could just tell she was
with those
gacked out of her
Aborigines
balls.
nostrils, too.
Exactly. You lost your mirror, too, didn't you?
Two fucking little bumps and it's gone. Dude.
You know what it is? As crazy as fucking Jason is, right? Motherfuckers, I'm telling England people get nervous around racial talk. This motherfucker is an extreme fighter, everything, and
extreme fighter.
And, and then that guy
fucking radio dude.
Racial shit, just like oh man, you can see he's like, come on with this racial.
I'm okay with racial. I like you.
Australians, no, not that you're not racist.
Right.
Australians.
What, they look at it differently?
I
had no idea.
Racism is a strange...
I didn't notice because I came to America, and I remember the first time I came to America and somebody dropped an N-bomb in front of me, and I was like, what the fuck? That's right.
Yeah.
Patrice, people have said that in front of me. I'm like, who the fuck are you, man? Why are you saying that? And they're like, dude, there's a difference. There's black dudes and there's N-bombs. And I'm like, that's fucking racist to me. So I thought America was racist, and then when I went back to Australia, I realized that they don't say it. They don't have the N-bomb floating around. Maybe they do these days, but they didn't then, but they don't. My friends don't want to fuck black chicks.
That
how can you not see that?
That word is like Coca-Cola. Everywhere it goes, it's a hit.
I don't want to fuck. Yeah, I don't fuck black chicks.
But you're like the I hate poor people shit, right?
Yeah.
I heard you before saying,
I used to be.
You hate poor people, you hate poor people and black people.
You forgot black people. You forgot to add black people.
I hate black people. I just hate poor black people. I hate poor N-bombs.
You don't like rich ones either.
No, I just don't. You know, people find certain things attractive, and there's certain girls. Like I've always said, I would fuck Francine, the little Francine that comes in.
She mulatto?
I'd bang her.
No,
she's like Tootsie. She's a Tootsie.
You know, it's not that because Francine's not that pretty. She's built.
Yeah.
She's built like a little teenage boy.
Well, don't you think there's a difference between pretty and fuckable?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like some chicks I meet sometimes, and I'm like, you're not that hot, but I know if we fucked, it would be amazing.
Something fuckable.
Yeah.
Right.
But you don't. You know what, Anthony? You don't have that gene. Like you don't have a dude's vision of pussy. Like. Any pussy is like, you go,
I do.
Like, pussy's pussy, man.
No, I like Caucasian pussy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. You should shorten that mustache on the sides and just have a little bit right in the fucking middle,
I
you
wish I could walk around like that.
Francine is...
Hitler ruined that look. I really wanted that. Why can't you just say, hey, it's the Charlie Chaplin? No one can fucking believe you.
Hitler fucked that mustache up
for everybody. That might have come back. Like everything comes back. The goatee, the Fu Manchu, the fucking handlebar, everything over time comes back. That Hitler mustache, gone forever.
Just saying hello to people without waving the hand.
Hailing a cab. Hey, motherfucker with a little Hitler mustache.
Bring it back.
It's gone. I want to.
You should try, right?
Yeah, do it now.
Tries to bring my ass right out of this fucking building is what they do.
Sirius XM will stop you from shaving your mustache?
Yeah, Jewish upper management would want my fucking look, wouldn't they?
Now you're on your own. Let's go back to Aborigines.
Hey,
that girl is...
Hold on, Russ in Illinois. Russ?
Yeah. Hey, Ellis, I've been to Australia. I've been to East Coast and West Coast. There are no good-looking Aborigine bitches.
There's no
None.
East Coast and West Coast. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's right.
Of Australia, you dumb prick.
Yeah, he's been there. It's up to you, man. Whatever you're into, but
Can't find one on the internet. Also, can I say, Aboriginals in Australia are not what you think they are. Samoans, Fiji, all of those guys, the Polynesian dudes, those are like the niggas of Australia. But Aboriginals are like Indians, American Indians here. They're not people that are just...
Polynesian chicks are fucking hot.
But I'm saying Aboriginals are not
Tahiti,
just around
Tahiti,
Australia
Polynesian
like that.
chicks.
They're fucking not
you gotta
just
watch
there.
out. They could be dudes, though.
Can they? Really?
Oh, really?
Potentially.
Fuckers.
Never seen an Aboriginal chick that was a dude.
You slip up once? You slip up once?
Have I slipped up once? You don't listen to my show, do you? Slipped up all kinds of ways.
I know you have. I'm just
the only way I got on this fucking radio show in the first place.
Aboriginals aren't around like that, though, right? They're very rare to see Aboriginals, right?
If you weren't black right now, I'd say you're racist. They're around.
No, he is racist.
I thought
He's racist the other way.
I'll tell you what they are.
I'm racist against everybody.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Aren't they hard to... They're like if you see an American Indian here, you would be like, damn, that's a fucking American Indian. You don't see...
Yeah.
They are rare. They are rare. You are right. They are very rare. But it's further up north, not East Coast, West Coast, you fucking moron. It's up north where it's very hot. That's where a lot of the Aboriginals hang out because that's the last place that hasn't been taken over by the white man.
I gotta go back.
With all their money.
You been there?
Yeah, the white man.
It was the greatest time I ever had.
Whoa. I want to hear about this.
It's the best time I ever had, dude.
Why?
I went in '99.
Where?
In Melbourne.
Oh,
That's where I'm from.
Okay.
And it was
Melbourne.
We went there. We went to do a tour for a month, and they hated our comedy. You know, I'm up there talking my shit. They just hated us.
Really?
So we had to be, and this was day one. So I had 29 more days.
Oh shit!
Went to a club. I never drank before. This was the only time I ever drank. Drank every day, and met women who just married you.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they lick your ass too.
In 2 days, she was my.
They don't lick ass here.
It's always a plus.
They
gotta fall in love with you to lick your ass here.
Dude, I was drunk one night. My dick didn't get hard, and the girl she just goes, "Oh, that's okay. Is there anything you need me to do?" She wanted to cook a dinner to help my dick get. She was.
It's all right. We'll just cuddle.
Dude, it was shocking how good they treat you over there.
She's probably gonna cook you something with succinylcholine in it and then just fucking take you while you fucking limp American.
Hey, Dragons.
I had a great time in Melbourne, man. Fucking.
Yeah, right on.
But I mean, but they hated you for not. This was my first, exposure to out of the country, and they just got mad. Like I said, can I have some fucking pickles on my sandwich? And the bitches like, it's gherkins, you fucking yank thing.
Yeah.
It's like they just take. Other countries just don't understand how much America doesn't give a shit. And like, I don't want to argue with you over pickles and gherkins, bitch. It's just like, but that's that thing. It's just the hatred for, like, our money. And I'll be like, go, look at your stupid money. It has the fucking guy who invented a trolley on the front. We have dead presidents. Like, it was that kind of fucking violent back and forth because it's like.
It's because you're black.
But
yeah,
that's the thing. I learned how to be American outside of America. Here, I'm fucking black. There, I'm a Yank. So I would have to defend things that I didn't have to defend, like the president.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Not that easy,
You're
is it?
president. I'd be like, fuck you. That white man's a good person.
Wow.
You're like
Let me tell you something about fucking Reagan, nigga.
You're like the black guys in Nam. When they'd be like, in Nam, everything's equal, everyone's cool, everyone's fucking doing it. It's like, what the fuck am I fighting here for? I'm gonna go home and be treated like a nigga. I got fucking...
Well, you can say N-bomb and hate poor people?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Look at you said he couldn't get away with anything on the show.
I rarely say it on the air. I usually say it behind the closed windows of my Escalade.
As he writes it, he blows steam. And then writes
I learned how to write it backwards in steam on my window.
At first it didn't work. What's a gurrin?
Hey, how's the MMA thing going, man? Are you taking this seriously or are you just...
No, I'm not. I just did it I want to do it more, but I have my daughter, my wife won't let me have any more fights until my son's older or some shit. So I'm too old, so it's probably over already. I just wanted to have one.
You're
real...
not old if Herschel Walker's fucking doing it.
Herschel Walker's a fucking steaming pile of shit. That's
Thank
a gimmick.
you.
Wow, you got to be joking.
Fucking
He's a nice
That's what
guy.
we're trying to say.
I know I hate him because he's black. Yeah, no. If he was a white guy, I'd be like, this guy's best fighter I've ever seen. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. I talked about it on my show. Strikeforce, they got him because he's a name and it brings people to watch him. But fighting, his level of fighting, I would beat the shit out of him, and I'm terrible. I'm a terrible cage fighter. But he's famous. I get it.
I'm into him just because he's a 48-year-old man that looks like
That's ripped.
And he looks like he can.
You're into hard buddies.
I know
Only black hard buddies, though, I
sounds
guess.
gay, but just because I'm 40 and I just want to have some hope.
Yeah, but you didn't train your whole life, though.
The guy's been training since he was 5 or something.
And it's genetics, too.
Let me ask you a question about Fedor. Your opinion, is it anybody you think better that could take him?
Yeah.
Who?
King Mo. Black guy.
King Mo!
Yeah.
He's not getting any credit, man.
I don't know
King Mo's not getting credit
King
yet because he needs to pay his rent.
Steve, our producer.
King Mo. King Mo, man.
I say King Mo is the next, the big guy.
People like King Mo, dude, but he's not getting any.
Well, he's got to pay his dues, man. He's only had a couple of fights. He's got to fight a real fighter. He hasn't fought anybody good yet.
Who the fuck's King? I don't know.
King Mo's, he's a wrestler.
coming
Did you know
up?
MMA's all wrestling? Like, the best fighter in the world is the best wrestler if he's got good hands. Well, this dude's he's by far the best wrestler that's ever been in mixed martial arts. And he's really athletic and he has really fast hands, hits heavy, can take a punch. So it looks like, on paper, he could beat anybody.
Is he in Strikeforce?
Yeah. He just fought, he got fined like 10 grand for pouring Rockstar over his head in the cage. Fucking asshole.
What do you think of Brett Rogers? He fought Fedor, until he got knocked out.
That was a surprise, man. I thought Brett
he looked like he was doing all right, too. But everybody looks like they're doing all right until they get beat up by
Fedor seems to be relying lately on fucking one punch, like against Arlovsky. He seems to really be like waiting for that one punch instead of fucking tapping people.
Well, that's why he wins, because he's calm. He just waits. You know what I mean? When he's under pressure, when you're beating the shit out of him and you break his nose, his eyes are still open and he's waiting for that counterpunch. He doesn't.
Is he the best guy out there? You think? Is he?
I think mentally he's the best guy, but I don't think he's. You know what I mean?
Lesnar wouldn't take him.
Lesnar?
Brock. Yeah.
I don't. You know, I would love to say that dude's awesome, but I fucking hate that dude. I don't hate anybody, but the cock on his chest and the fucking weird gay haircut and shit, it freaks me out. So no. But maybe, you know, I don't think Fedor's as good as everyone thinks. You know, things have changed.
How about Silva, the Spider? You think Silva could take him, or he's just too big for Silva?
I think he's the best pound for pound fighter right now, for sure. Because he's the fastest. He's the best at everything. But he's the Fedor thing is, I don't get it, but it still keeps happening. But I mean, like you said, he hasn't been tested by the new best guy.
He's getting a little older though. I mean, but getting in Couture is 45.
Yeah, well,
he's
think
still
about
fucking amazing.
when Fedor was the best dude in Pride, and now all the other dudes that were in Pride, the Axe Murderer and all those dudes, they're not the best dudes in their weight class.
Right.
So, you know, and Strikeforce, fact is, Strikeforce aren't the best dudes. The best dudes are in the UFC. Nick Diaz is actually, after that last fight, I think he's the best fighter in the world, but I don't think he's the best pound for pound or whatever that is. I just think he's the best. To me, he is fighting. I've never seen anyone have more fun punching someone in the face and being punched in the face
Nick Diaz is
than
good,
anybody
man.
in the world. He's
What
the
weight class is he?
Good, man.
Middleweight.
No.
Oh, he's
the champ.
You until you're
no,
just
welterweight.
annoyed.
Sorry.
And Couture did win over the weekend.
Yeah, he did.
Coleman.
He beat
Did he beat
Coleman.
up Coleman?
Yes,
He
he
beat
did.
Larry King. It's a fucking dust storm in the cage. Those guys are fucking riddled.
Larry King. Call that big
Mark Coleman's a tough dude though, man.
They're all tough
He's
dudes,
old,
man.
though, but
They're all.
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
call him
talking
that.
shit.
It's fucking Mark Coleman.
He's a man's man. I loved it when he talked shit on Tito, because you hear Tito talking shit in the back of the cage.
No, I didn't hear it.
Coleman's getting the interview with Joe Rogan, and then Coleman turns away from the interview and says some shit like "fuck you" to the cage, and it's Tito. Tito was talking shit to him. And what kind of guy talks shit to the guy after he got beat up?
Right.
So he was like, "Fuck you, I'll fight you any day, you douchebag," and I thought it was awesome.
Tito's gonna fight again in the UFC.
Yeah, he's gonna get knocked out by Chuck again.
Are they fighting Chuck?
Yeah.
Liddell's coming back?
Did you know that?
No.
The Ultimate Fighter is the two coaches are Tito and Chuck.
I did not know that.
Wow.
I don't watch The Ultimate Fighter.
Chucky's
to be
back.
totally honest with you.
I tell you, it's Dana's game plan. Take Chuck, put him in Dancing with the Stars, get all the homos. No pun. I mean, I'm trying to be friendly. You know, suck a dick. It's cool.
Yeah.
Bring the people that watch gay television to the UFC. and then get
Build
more
his
fans.
fucking audience.
It was a plan. I say Dana and Chuck planned this out the whole time.
You think Liddell can still fight?
Can Chuck Liddell still fight?
He had Tito's number,
On that
man.
level.
Fuck yeah. He just needs his brain needs to rest.
Did Kimbo Slice win that thing?
But no, but Kimbo's fucking. He should fucking kill Herschel Walker. That'd be awesome. Just fucking put that dude in a coma and end it. Sorry. He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
But Tito has never been able to beat Liddell, man. Liddell really had his numbers. So, but Chuck's close to 45, isn't he? He was 43. He's in his mid-40s.
Yeah.
He's been getting knocked out the last.
And he enjoys the life.
That's
what I'm saying. What is he doing?
Knocked out bad.
Tito has no hands. Tito's hands are terrible.
I
kept hearing about how good his hands are in his last fight, because now he has Freddie Roach, the boxer guy that makes everybody's hands great. His hands looked fucking terrible in his last fight.
When was the last time he fought?
Who was it against? He lost and complained about his eye socket and all that shit after the fight. He just went on a tear after he lost about my eye, my back, my fucking ribs, my brain. I was like, oh my God, just leave. You lost. Leave.
This is Tito.
Tito.
He fought back in the UFC again?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fought, okay.
Who was it?
The guy that loses too, but they love him so much. He's always, I think Dana White loves him, because he thinks that he put UFC on the map.
Forrest?
Forrest.
Great. Yeah, love Forrest. That's what it was.
Tito fought Forrest?
Again.
I've been out of this fucking
twice.
game.
Yeah.
No,
he
recently,
lost. He lost.
Yep.
He turned to nothing in the third round. He had nothing for him.
We had Forrest in here.
How's he?
Have you had him on the show?
He's great,
No.
but I met him
He's
2 weeks later. No memory of meeting me.
Really?
No memory. Not that he wasn't rude. He had no memory of meeting me.
He's got one ball.
You fucking mediocre.
He's got one ball?
I don't remember you.
How did he lose his ball again? How did he lose his ball? He talked about it. It got ripped off. And what
I don't remember.
Ripped off?
I'm still stung by Patrice's comment.
He got some kind of a hernia, didn't he? And then
Lifted
it like
or
rotted or something.
And then his ball rotted. He had to have it taken out.
It rotted.
I don't know.
Like
Maybe
the blood
someone
got
got
cut off to it and it just rotted or
Does he
something.
have kids? He doesn't have kids, does he?
I don't know.
Who do you have on your show? Like, who do you interview usually? Like, what's your thing?
Anybody. Same as what you guys do, except not as high a level, because nobody fucking gives a shit.
Well, he's out there in L.A. just hiding.
But I do get to get people tattooed. I get tattoos, and I can punch people in the face and poke them with stuff.
Was that your show that Pink punched you in the face?
Yeah.
That was your show?
Yeah.
Did she hit hard?
Yeah. She went light the first time. She was drinking. That's the other thing. She got wasted. She stayed the whole show. So by the end of the show, she was knee deep in a couple of bottles of red wine, and she had her top off, and she was like, "I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face again." I was like, "Go for it!" While I was on the microphone saying, "Yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with fucking boom," and punch me again. She was getting all amped on it.
Did it hurt?
No, I don't get hurt. I'm like,
that's good.
Really tough.
You take a good punch.
Yeah, I don't do drugs anymore, so when you punch me, if you punch me hard, my brain gets tingly, and it's like a free rush, and my wife doesn't get mad at me, but I'm doing drugs. You know what I mean?
Are you into bondage and stuff like that? I'm surprised you don't go to, like, dungeons.
I would love to fucking stab somebody, but I'm not. My wife's not into it.
You being tied up.
Yeah, fuck yeah, tie me up, Jimmy.
If you're into being hurt or something, I'm saying a lot of
Choke
chicks.
me, motherfucker.
Nah, I wouldn't want to do it.
I'm hard right now. No, I would be into that, but I never got around to it.
Remember the guy we had on our show that liked getting kicked in the fucking balls?
Ball kicking.
I don't like that.
Dude, we saw this guy take some shots.
I saw the video. I know the one you're talking about. Was it when girls came from running out of another room into the room where he was?
Yeah, it was the real deal. And the harder, the better for this guy. He was so fucking into it. It was one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen on our show that I just couldn't handle or wrap myself around.
Yeah, I'm not into penis punishment.
Do you know some of these guys like Eric Bana or some of the Australian?
I've been living here for almost 20 years. I'm over here, man. I wanted to be an American when I was like 14. I wanted to be a pro skateboarder, and skateboarding sucks in Australia. So then that, and then this.
So you know Tony Hawk and these guys?
I swing off his balls into this studio. That's how I got here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, if it wasn't for the Birdman, you wouldn't know me.
How old is he, 50?
Well, that's kind of fucked up. Are you looking to fucking go right now? I just said I swing off his balls, and you're calling him 50? He's 40.
Oh, okay.
41.
10 years less than fucking
10 years.
You were a little off.
I feel like when he's 50, it's over.
It seems like I've heard
It
that
seems like he's been
fucker's
around
name
forever.
He has. That's because he was like 14 when he turned pro.
How about the Hawaiian kid that went to jail?
Christian Hasoi.
I fucking saw something
What's
about
that
him,
about?
He did a bunch of crystal meth and
he was supposed to be great, better than Tony.
Yeah, he was never. He was a lot of other people's favorite skateboarder because he had a better style. He was like a cool guy. Tony Hawk was a nerdy guy. Tony Hawk was a competition guy. No one could ever beat Tony Hawk in competition. Ever. It's never been done. Now it is because he's older, but in Tony Hawk's heyday, when I came to America, I was training, I was taking people out, getting better. I was like top 5 in the world. I was like, you guys are all fucked. I'm gonna eat all of you alive. And then I saw Tony in a contest, saw him do a ride in front of me, against me, and I was like, oh, well, fucking, you know what I mean?
Five's not bad.
Five's pretty good.
Five's not bad.
That was the end of it. I was like, I now know that I will never be the #1 dude.
What did he do that was so impressive?
Yeah. He never fell. He never, in a contest, because to be consistent every now and then, yeah, okay, but never, ever did he ever fall. And if anything ever got bad in the air, he had this thing where he could squat. If you don't skate, if you sit in a bowl, like curl up in a bowl standing on your skateboard, because if you're in the air and you're coming back in, and your wheels are going to clip the coping on the way back in, the edge of the ramp, there's nothing you can do about that. But you can curl up into a bowl and land in a bowl and then come back down the ramp. He could actually, his ass could hit the ground and then he'd stand back up. See, if I do a 10-foot air and I'm going to lock up and I curl into a bowl and then stay into a bowl down the ramp, my legs will snap.
This is scientific shit about like if I saw what he said, all I'd be doing is watching going, look at this asshole falling. That's it.
But it's what you do. You know what I mean? Whatever you do, you learn more about it. Like, you know comedians that suck. I just think they're all hilarious. I don't know.
Who is the best right now?
The best dude right now would probably be, who would it be? I would say the best dude right now would probably be Pierre-Luc or, Bucky Lasek. You know what I mean? There's a couple of dudes now. That was the other thing. Tony Hawk was the best dude. It wasn't Christian Osoy had the best style. Every now and then they would give Christian the contest. Even though we all knew Tony Hawk had won, they gave it to Christian because he had a better style and he had hair extensions and, you know what I mean?
Jason Lee?
Jason Lee is an actor. Well, check it.
What about beforehand, though?
He's a fucking street skater.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was really, street skaters don't count to be good. This is a contest. Both dudes are competitive guys. Street skaters are more artists.
With a mouse.
This is a Delmar's contest. This is Delmar back in the day. This is video I saw in Australia that made me want to go to America and fuck with these
What year is this?
85.
85.
And I didn't mean skateboarding. I meant, would you fuck him?
Would I fuck Jason Lee?
Yeah.
I mean, if he talks shit on my wife, yeah.
That's funny.
Is that inside stuff? I don't know. Am I lost?
He's an actor.
Okay.
See that? See how he balled up right then? That's when everyone else falls. He just did it right there already. His first wall, he fucked up, and he still made it.
See, I didn't recognize that as a fuck up. I know nothing about skateboarding.
Yeah, but you're funny. You can't have it all.
Thank you.
See, he's a nerd.
So let me see the beginning again where he falls. I didn't even know. Jason noticed it. I didn't notice it.
And that was you know what? Put in the 900, the first 900 he made at the X Games. That's the biggest demonstration of all. The 900, tons of people could spin
Jimmy,
it.
Is that you?
No.
Are you farting in here?
No.
Holy shit. Wow.
You fucking lie. It's like
That
a 4-year-old saying they didn't fuck.
I had a lot of bad food yesterday.
Yeah, watch this. This
is the first 900.
The first 900 ever made.
In competition?
Well, it was in a...
Oh, that was the first one ever done. All right.
It was just the first one ever done, ever. But watch the way he lands. There's maybe 2 people in the world that can roll away in this position. His hand is on the ground behind him.
You fell.
Yeah, I know. Where's the one where he makes it?
Yeah, he made it.
Oh, they're dramatizing it for us?
Oh, so somebody who likes him is like...
Wow. So stoked they got to smell Jimmy's ass.
Why the fuck do they have to make this into a long video?
Yeah, what is this? Show his hotel checkout?
Yeah, really. Now, a pan of the crowd and a bridge? Just show the fucking move.
They're going to fucking dramatize it again, okay. I can already tell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's too much time left in the video.
What is a 900, Jason?
That's...
Really?
Jesus.
That's a 900, and he missed it
Spinning.
again.
It's mathematics. That's how many times you spin.
360 is once around.
So
2.5.
2.5 times around.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's the thing, because you spin so much, it's so hard to come to a stop, because you spin so much. When you land, you kind of keep spinning, and it's a really dangerous trick, because if you actually tried to stand up on it with all the momentum you've got of spinning, you're going to keep spinning when you land and land on the back of your head on the flat, and you get knocked the fuck out.
But how do you keep your board in midair?
What do you mean? How do you keep it on your feet? Really?
Yeah.
Is that the question you're asking?
Yes.
Do you know what fucking year it is, dude? That was the question people asked, like, in 85. You fucking hold it with your hand. Open your eyes. Look at his hand. He's holding the board while he's spinning, you fucking geriatric prick.
We all know that.
Look at his hand. Watch his hand. Grabs the board. See? His hand's on the board. Watch it. He's going to put his hand on it. Spinning, spinning, spinning.
He missed it again.
Man, if you got the one where he fucking makes it,
this is not a good commercial.
This guy's a bum. Fucking Tony Clifton is a better skateboarder.
Yeah, this is looking bad, Jason. We're trying to get this.
No,
it looks like Prince Charles.
This video. For the love of fuck.
The video is showing you how he would never give in.
Yeah.
It's the drama of skateboarding.
Never give up.
Never give in, kids.
Everybody's looking up. This might
Don't
be
forget
it.
to brush your teeth and never give in.
Yeah.
This might be the one.
Not the one.
It's not the one. It's going to be the one.
First of all, it's not the one. We're 2 minutes in.
I know.
It's 9-minute video.
But they'll slow-mo it
Yeah, I'm
7
hoping
times
for
after.
some slow-mo and a lot of
some air.
A lot of replays. One.
Oh, this is it?
2, 2.5.
No.
Oh, he
the
fell
slow-mo.
again.
Put the fucking 1 minute one in, you fuck knuckle. Look at this one there. It says 1 minute.
Sam, please.
Oh, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. No, yeah. Do that.
Are we bailing on this clip?
Yes.
We have to. It's 12 minutes.
went with a
There's another one that says
minutes.
Tony Hawk 900. It's a minute 52 seconds
All right,
long.
this could be
Yeah,
it.
the trick only takes like 3 seconds.
He looks like
here we go.
Fan.
Here we go.
Shaq, over Iverson, over MJ.
Over Shaq and Iverson. Sal Masakela giving him props.
He's so rich, man.
He is.
Six Flags.
1, 2.5. He missed.
And then he fell.
1 minute video.
This is
I think
great.
to show all the ties. It's okay. Let's get it.
Okay.
Finally do it.
Oh, he almost had that one, Jason.
Okay, here we go.
Look at the intensity.
Here
This
it is.
is very angry.
No one had ever done it, and there's like 5 or 6 of us that had span it, but no one had ever rode away. And the only way he rode away on the first one ever is because watch what he fucking does when he lands.
1, 2, 2.5.
That. You can't do that. People can't do that. Their
The
legs
white
break.
crowd goes crazy.
His ass went all the way down.
His ass hit the board.
The all-white crowd goes mad. There's not one black guy that gives a flying fuck that he just did that.
Patrice cares.
Like, no,
You don't care?
No, I think.
You shed a black tear?
Who's that?
Oh, shit.
Who's that black guy?
Sal Masakela,
Jamaican.
he's the announcer.
Of course.
He was really happy about it, so you're wrong.
Oh, my gosh.
My
Yes.
African heritage.
Hey, that's me.
Where are
How
you?
the fuck did I get on there?
Where are you?
I had hair.
Where are you,
Yeah.
man?
Fucking Father Time, you cocksucker.
By the way, that black guy's a fan of our show. He does
Sal?
he does E.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Look at me hair.
That's you.
Stoned as a monkey's ass. Good for me.
What the fuck are you
What were
doing
they
on that
asking
clip?
you?
What happened? Let's hear this shit.
What were they asking
Oh,
you?
I was probably about to say fuck, so they only hit.
God, Tony Hawk is.
See how wasted I am? That's all I did. Just
Wait,
get
we're
wasted
gonna-
all the time.
All right, let's listen.
Games
Right
to a
here.
whole nother place.
My idol, my savior. God, Tony Hawk is.
Priority has always been.
I should not be on
Well-
television.
Well-edited clip.
Was you naturally ginger there, my friend? You got ginger hair?
Yeah, I'm the fucking Aryan. Feel me, brother.
I don't have any problems with ginger. That's English people that don't like the ginger.
I fucking hate English people. They fuck
they,
kids.
they hate you back there, Braveheart. They don't
Fuck
like
them. Fuck them.
They don't like fucking ginger hair, man. They
They're
don't
fucking
like it.
wearing
Shipped all
fucking
them
wigs and
motherfuckers
making a
down
bunch
there.
of
You look
rules.
so fucking young, dude.
Yeah. Father Time. It's a
What do you
cocksucker.
look like in that? You look like somebody else.
You do look like somebody.
Looks like a young, eager lad.
Who?
A young, eager lad.
Oh yeah, yes, I was a young eager lad. Actually, that's a
That's
lie.
when you had
I've already washed up
Filled with
there.
hope.
You had hope.
I didn't
then.
have hope. I have
Look,
hope
there's-
now.
There's hope.
Until I listen to your fucking show and you tell me that when my show gets big that everyone's going to fuck me in the ass and tell me I'm not allowed to do anything.
Exactly.
And I'm going to be so drained from fighting for my show that I won't even
That's
care
it.
about
You
what I
won't
say on the
care
radio anymore.
You won't care. You'll have your bag in your hand the second you're fucking ready to walk out of here. The minute your show's over, you'll be racing to the elevator.
And isn't it good that you have cars and shit, though? Isn't that doesn't make up
It's
for
nice.
Oh, that is pretty
So
cool.
he is.
I gotta give you that.
I'm trying to get some white information here, man.
Oh, okay.
I just like this is really.
Go ahead, black person.
Yeah, who has no rich car or anything.
Dude, I'm trying to get some information
All right, let's go.
to understand culturally this. He is legitimately what he is in terms of some people in society didn't earn their status as what they are. He has earned that. He is as good as
half the money everybody in skateboarding makes, if any of them are listening right now, should be fucking sending him 10% of it. He's the reason that we're
so the
legitimate.
fact that he has fucking roller coasters and
he legitimized the sport. Because the rest of us he's the only guy that was still a normal guy who didn't have an ego and made people think that skateboarders don't all fucking do drugs and mug people, because he's the only person who didn't.
Who's the fuck?
They brought him mainstream.
Who's the fuck?
So some people hate him for that.
The money up.
Who's the fuck Tony Hawk guy? Like, who's the guy that's like, fuck him, I'm better than him guy? You gotta be a rival.
Nobody. Jesus. I think he would have been pissed for sure.
I can't think of a more topical one. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, he has to have a nemesis.
There was Christian Osoy was his nemesis.
How long is he in jail for?
He's out now.
How long did he go for?
I don't know, like 5 or 6 years. He was
for
supposed
doing crystal meth?
No, he tried to smuggle like kilos of it into Hawaii or something like that. Yeah.
And his career's over?
No, he's back. His career's over. His career was already over before he went to jail.
Okay.
There was no... Tony Hawk is a freak of nature. Everybody from Tony Hawk's generation can't skate like he can. He's the only guy... I did a demo with him a while ago, and he fucking almost made another 900.
Do you think he still zips around on a skateboard?
He skates every day.
Does he? I hate skateboards.
On a skateboard.
You don't like the skateboard?
I can go in a straight line. My arms are out, and I fall. I can go 10 feet on a skateboard. It's fucking awful.
A
lot of the best guys are 40 in their 40s, man.
That's a lie.
A lot. The guys I fucking know, every time they don't show young. Oh wait, who's the top motherfucker?
Everybody in skateboarding
Paul Rodriguez's son.
P-Rod. It's a street skater. There's 2 different skateboarders now. Street skaters are the new skateboarders. Nobody cares about the Tony Hawk and me skateboarder. We're ramp skateboarders. We're old school.
You're not in X Games anymore.
No.
They don't have that in X Games.
These guys
I
now
actually go in the Mega Ramp contest.
But they don't have skateboarding in X Games.
Well, slow down. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen about the Mega
now
Ramp.
it's downstairs and fucking...
Well, the Mega Ramp is the only thing that...
And we talked about this last time Jason was on. The guy that fell, what?
Jake Brown.
How many feet did he fall?
50.
Oh, that was scary, dude.
Jason was right there when it happened. He was
that was scary.
That was one of his boys.
Yeah, that's he's the other Australian.
And he's done that. He's done the Mega Ramp.
That fucking thing is scary.
Yeah, that's why I'm in radio. Because I did the Mega Ramp, and I was like, fuck, I'm probably going to die doing this.
Did you hurt yourself?
Tons of times. I have a piece of my ass missing from hitting the coping. Knocked a hematoma or whatever, and the whole
knocked a piece of your ass off?
Yeah, a hole from where I hit, from the hematoma, a piece of the meat evaporated, and then a piece of my ass moved into that hole, so one of my cheeks is different to the other.
Wait, when he
fucking has strange ass cheeks from falling, man.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's fucked up.
When he went down that hill, why didn't he just...
Down that hill? Jesus Christ. How fucking old are you, man? It's amazing. It's a Mega Ramp. My grandmother is talking about a hill.
When he went down the hill.
That looks fun.
Whee!
How many?
There I go, Jimmy.
How many feet does this thing go up?
The Mega Ramp is 30 feet high.
And this is you doing it, right?
Yeah, this is me.
Damn it.
I would never do that.
That's when I stole the police car.
That's insane.
I would fall off.
Yeah.
You think?
What's the best Mega Ramp video going? Let's see.
That's the one where the guy fell, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course it is.
That is the most exciting thing. Everybody loves near death.
Yeah.
So
show the guy falling one time.
I don't want to see a guy just grabbing the bottom of a skateboard. Anyone could do that.
Grabbing the bottom of a skateboard. Can you fucking write a book on how to skateboard? Because I would buy that shit, dude.
You hop on
the bottom.
sideways, you zip
Grabbing
down.
the bottom and going down the hill.
Yeah,
Watch this.
You
ever seen this video?
Yeah.
This is from the
guy's very unprofessional.
The Mega Ramp.
Everybody knows that name.
Jake Brown. The Jake Brown crash.
720, first person to do it in contest.
Wow.
And then fucking death.
Damn, man. He ran.
See, that's me right there.
You're the first one in?
Yeah.
Trying to maintain his coolness. Rewind this.
The guy
Watch how everybody else runs in and chases just to make sure his hat didn't fall off. Wait, keep going. Watch this. Watch how he runs in. Oh, yeah. What's going on? You all right, buddy?
You know what? Right there, that's so funny that I did that, because right there is when I saw his eyes were open. And he wasn't breathing or anything, so I thought he died. So the first thing I thought when he died was to adjust my hat. And you just pointed out. That's like one of my fucking best friends right there. When I thought he died, I adjusted my fucking
Watch how
hat.
everybody else runs out. Oh my God!
Yeah, oh my God! Oh my God! And then
What's going on?
Adjusting his.
I didn't know what to do.
He's doing
Oh Jesus! He might be dead. Every like,
you knew this would be seen by a lot of people.
That's right, baby.
Hey, what saved him? Like, because it's an instinct that you try to run in midair, but what prevented him from actually dying?
Oh, we explained this. Like, he
I don't remember.
was able to move at the last second to kind of.
Well, he actually took the fall on his back.
That's
on purpose. Yeah,
knowing that was the best thing he could do. Right?
Is he okay now? Like, okay?
Yeah, you know, he was in the next day. He was when they let him out of hospital. He was fucking drinking and DJing in his hotel room.
He's still skating.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
I would never skate again.
What were the injuries?
I'd go up 3-foot hills.
He had a lacerated kidney and lacerated lung and fractured wrist.
That's it?
That's it.
I mean, that's a lot, but I mean...
I say he was already lacerated. That dude drinks and smokes like a fucking maniac.
Look at useless ass Jason still.
Yeah.
You gotta watch this.
I'm not a medic. I can't touch the guy.
You just walk away.
I touch the guy. You know what I did, you motherfucker?
He's still looking like, what the fuck, man?
No, I'm itching his leg. The first thing I did when he woke up, because at first...
You almost stepped on him, first of all.
Yeah.
But I didn't. See, I'm like, Jakey, wake up, Jakey. And then he goes, because his eyes are open, and there's no breath. That was the thing that freaked me out, because he knocked everything out of him. And then after a couple of seconds, he goes, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, but then I was like, okay, he's alive. And then when he was still, then he started to come to, and then I started to itch his, because all those other dudes were like, they weren't doing anything. They were just saying, stay calm, stay still. I knew Jake couldn't understand what anything they were saying, because he's Australian. So I was itching his leg where the skin was, because as soon as his eyes came back to the world, I was like, because I thought, he's dead, he's not dead, he's in a wheelchair. I was scratching his leg. I was like, Jakey, can you feel your leg? Can you feel that? He's like, yeah, mate, where am I? And I was like, fuck you, I don't even care about you anymor. Because that's all I cared about. Are you dead? No. Can you walk? Yeah. Fuck off.
Is my hat straight? Yes.
Are my sponsors watching this right now?
How's my hat look, mate?
Hat, life, legs.
I love that you picked up on that. That's fucking fantastic.
It's instinct, man. I got the flavor. Don't hate. Come on.
Hey, listen.
I got the blackness.
I think we're starting to... We got a few more minutes, but we're running out of show. What's this Ellis Mania 5 all about?
Ellis Mania 5 is my...
And why are we invited, motherfucker?
Yeah, why not?
Do you want to? Do you want to go, really?
No, I don't want to go to Vegas. Vegas is,
Vegas
that's a boring place.
Who wants
Why
to
would
go
you
there?
want to go there?
Would you really go? Because I didn't think you guys would be interested.
If this was in Columbus, Ohio, the answer would be no. But
you got to go then. You got to go.
What is it?
There's going to be some black people there, Anthony, so you might want to just let them kick it here. There's a lot of poor people, too.
I'm all right.
Maybe I could get you like a glass box. You can sit in so the poor people can't touch
I
it.
usually stay in the high roller section.
Vegas black people got a little money.
It's the riffraff.
That's why I'm not inviting you. There is no high roller section in Ellis Mania. We're all one.
But
What is Ellis Mania?
This is number 5, so this has been, successful.
Well, if you go on the web, ellismania.com, that's the website. But Ellis Mania is a fight. Because after I had my fights, I talked about it on the radio and how it was a life-altering experience for me, because being a pro fighter on the UFC level is one thing, but for a normal person to train, because I put in like a year and a half, and then I had my first boxing fight, then I had a cage fight. It's a big deal to just step in the cage with that kind of background. A lot of these other guys have had 10 years in the game, so it was very nerve-wracking for me, and the training and cutting weight, it changed my life forever. It made me a tougher person. So that made my fans want to be a part of something. I was like, you know what? Let's have a fucking Ellis Mania at the boxing gym, and we'll make up funny fights, because I don't want people that aren't that committed to punch each other and actually hurt each other. Because I think Ellis Mania 2, I had like 2 truck driver guys fight each other, and in the first 15 seconds, one of them got knocked out and collapsed on himself. And I was like, oh my God, what have I done? And he was all right. But shout out to Crazy Jer. But anyway.
Dude, we had blind boxing, and one guy broke, 3 or 4 ribs and fucking had a spleen.
Was he a fan?
He had a spleen problem, and
he fought with a spleen
died.
problem?
No.
He got a spleen problem from the fight.
Yeah, because when you're blind, you can't get ready for a punch.
Yeah, well, I have
so
blindfolded.
These guys were getting their asses handed.
You can't tighten up your stomach.
You can't tighten. You can't do shit.
Well,
it's Blind Dave.
He's blasted.
He now calls Ron and Fez more than us, but he took a fucking beating for our show.
Well, I make it safer. I've made all these other fights that are a little bit more modified so that people can't, get a full cracking punch on each other. I have 3 people fighting each other blindfolded with electric dog collars on their necks. And then the other people get to electrocute those guys. The last one I had, Tim Sylvia was there. So he came into the ring once we put the blindfolds on the dudes. So he was in there with one glove, just giving them free pot shots. So that was fucking hilarious. LSmania.com if you want to look at it. But then there's all these other. We're doing the Don Fry fights when you duct tape your hand to the back of the other guy's head.
Oh shit!
And you both got one boxing glove.
You just
fucking hockey punch each other.
Get the fuck out
Don Fry is fucking amazing.
I've never heard that term before.
The dude's a
I've never
legend.
heard of it.
Don Fry, man.
If you look on Google, motherfucker.
Yeah, let's.
I know.
Half Aboriginal slack ass. Anyway.
You think he's black? We think he is.
No, well, I'm not touching that. you can't have a shaved head and be white and
Don
touch that.
Fry is just a tough dude.
But there's a fight. Don Fry fights a Japanese dude. I forgot the dude's name. But they hate each other. And as soon as the fight starts, they grab the back of each other's head. They go into the corner and just punch each other in the fucking head for like 4 minutes straight.
Why'd they hate each other?
Look at this mustache.
They're real fighters. This is the greatest fight I've ever seen in mixed
That big
martial
guy,
arts.
that's Fedor, beat the shit out of that big guy.
It's what is he? Takarama.
Look at these two.
Look how sweet they are.
Fry's a big dude.
And now you call it the Don Fry fighting style?
So these guys, you're gonna put fake mustaches on and punch each other in the face.
This guy's got a fucking solid mustache.
This is a real. There's no MMA. There's no skill involved in this. Look at this. Here we go. And they're off. Off to the races. Look at that.
Shit,
Look
just
at
holding the back of his head.
That's the fucking greatest fight you've ever seen in your fucking life right there.
God damn
David
it.
White wishes he could get these two back in the cage.
God damn.
Are you fucking kidding
And
me?
the Asian dude's losing because he's trying to knee, and Don's like, fuck the knees.
Look at the
Asian dude's eye is already closed up.
There's the Asian guy's bleeding.
I gotta shin this motherfucker.
And don't forget, these guys are these guys are 250 pounds and they are fully on steroids, fucking raging right now. It's in Japan. They're doing everything illegal they can
to
get.
the face and devastating.
That is unbelievable. Look it up. Don Fry on YouTube.
And it's not
Frye.
Yeah, Don Fry against Yasushi or whatever the Shiro fucking asshole.
Did they punch themselves out?
I like Chinese people too. Don't put me under that bus. What's that?
They look like they punched themselves out, man.
Yeah, no, they're getting a second wind to get back into it again.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
It's old school, man. Old school's way tougher.
So you're doing one of those where they duct tape.
We're doing that, and I'm fighting Mark Zupan, you know, the dude from Murderball. Shaved head, crazy fucking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fighting him in a wheelchair fight.
Right
I'm going to get in a wheelchair and beat the fuck out of his paraplegic ass. Huh?
Who is that?
You ever seen Murderball, the documentary?
I'm cool with Rick's races, but fuck cripples.
I love that
basketball.
fucking movie.
It's like it's a hardcore wheelchair something.
Yeah, it is.
So they smash into each other.
Did you see Shaq fight? By the way, Shaq that his show when he fought what's his name there? Oscar De La Hoya?
Look at his fight, dude.
The fight's still going on.
They're like two kids in his
overhand right.
Wait, so you're going to fight him in a wheelchair? You're going to hold back?
No.
And what, are you strapped in?
Yeah.
Wait, because
we tried to do the barstool fight.
I'm trying to remember. He's only paralyzed from the waist down because some of the guys he played with
his
were really
leg
fucked
works.
up.
One leg kind of works a little bit, but not really.
Right.
I bet you he's so he's so
really
tough, man. He
is really tough.
Dude, all of his leg toughness has gone to his fucking.
But that's not even the main event. The main.
Who was the leader? Was it the leader of the Crips? One of those gang leaders was paralyzed, and when there was a problem, they would put you and him in the backseat of a fucking car, and you'd have to fight him in the back. It was an LA gang leader because he couldn't
That's WrestleMania 6. I
you'd have to
guarantee
fight
it
him in
right
the
there.
backseat of a fucking
There you go.
car.
Now you got to get a fucking car.
That's
big
a tough
budget to get a car on the ring.
Dude, I want to see you fight in a wheelchair.
Yeah, well, it's April 3rd. It's all
I want to see you do everything in life in one.
Are you putting it online?
You win, motherfucker. I'm out.
Wait, who won that fight, man? That fight ended. Who won?
Don Fry.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Did you see that the Asian guy's eyes were swollen shut?
Yeah, he couldn't see, but he was still punching. So full credit to him.
Yeah.
It looked like
But
Ricky Rocket.
The main event is Benji Madden versus Ricky Rackman. I don't know if you know who those
Oh, yeah,
guys
he used to
are.
host MTV's Headbangers Ball.
Yeah, that guy's fighting
Benji's
Benji, and they
from,
both
Good Charlotte,
yeah,
right?
and they hate each other. Like it turned into a thing where because they started training. They were like, "Hey man, I heard about this Ellis Mania thing," and I'm like, "You guys want to fight?" Because Benji's a good friend of mine. I'm like, "I can set you up with a fight." And then that day, Ricky was in the gym and he's like, "What's this Ellis Mania shit? I want to get in it." I'm like, "How much do you weigh?" 165. Benji, how much do you weigh? 165. And then within 24 hours, they both fucking hate each other and they're going to kill each other. They're training every day. Their Twitter's like, I just ran fucking 5 miles. I just ran fucking 10 miles. They're out of their fucking minds and they want to kill each other. And that's the main event. And that's a real fight. That's not a joke fight. That's where they really fight. Like, cause there's always, Alex Mania has one real fight.
What shape is Ricky Rackman in? I mean, he looked like a skinny little metal dude back in the day.
He trains every day, but my money's on Benji. But
of course, Benji will kick his ass. Murderball is wheelchair rugby. That's right.
Yeah.
But those fucking guys.
But then there's Master Blaster. We got a Master Blaster fight where a guy duct tape your wrist together and your ankles together, and you are one person with 3 arms and 3 legs and 2 heads, and you fight the other guy. But we work because I had this other Ellis Mania laboratory, so every Friday
I'm fucking jealous. I gotta be honest with you. This Ellis Mania thing is a great idea.
I know.
I do a live show.
In the stadium? Or?
It's in Vegas at the Hard Rock.
When is it?
April 3rd.
In that Hard Rock, that room,
in the joint.
Where we did,
we did our thing there.
Yeah, I've done shows there, yeah.
But the Master Blaster thing, if you're 2 tough guys, because I do this Ellis Mania laboratory, so it's like we do research to make fights for Ellis Mania. It's like a internet TV show that's really shitty.
Hilarious. It's just too.
So we worked on it the other day, and I can fight, and a fan like duct taped himself to me, and then another guy who can fight duct taped himself to another fan. So there's 2 dudes who can fight and 2 dudes that can't, and we stood opposite to each other. So the good guy's fighting my shit guy, and I'm fighting my shit guy. So I'm trying to, because if you've got your hands duct taped together and you go to punch, and the other guy doesn't know that you go to punch, then you fucking try to punch and your arm doesn't do anything, and you just stick your head out to get fucking smacked. So this guy, I know.
It's like the piss his pants guy from Gladiator.
I'm standing.
When they fucking chain it together.
Is that on TV at all?
Yeah, Ellis Mania. I'm standing there watching, and this other guy, the other boxer guy's really good. He's a good kickboxer. Starts beating the fuck out of my other half. And I'm just standing there watching the dude get, because I'm moving out of the way. I can fight a little bit. Dude gets the shit beat out of me.
Do you put Ellis Mania like 5? Will that be online?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
As it's going?
Yeah, live on ellismania.com.
Well, fuck. I think a lot of people are going to check that out.
Jason, the video of this thing it's describing. I got to see this shit.
Look under Master Blaster. Click on Master Blaster.
Jesus, that's
What
hilarious.
the fuck is Master Blast on this?
Well, that's what we call it. I don't know why. I smoke weed sometimes. Sorry. I thought it was a hilarious name at the time, obviously.
It's good. It's kind of a,
catchy name.
I kind of like the name.
Road Warrior, fucking.
You gotta put your fucking. What are you paying, motherfuckers?
You know what?
This guy's fucking throwing black people out the windows.
Motherfucker online.
He's awful.
Danny's the guy that usually does
Sam,
it.
why don't you put your username and password in there? What's wrong with you?
Well, why don't you fucking get one? Oh no, you're broke. You guys don't. But you guys keep all the money. You don't give him any, right?
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay him either. It's terrible.
I got bills to pay.
Sam spends all his money on hormone treatments.
Dude, I just got your password. Sweet. I'll be checking this shit out later.
Fucking millionaires over here. You fucking saving $5 a month.
How do you think we became millionaires?
I'm gonna remember that. Right. So
what is this? This is
the research and development. The guy with the orange T-shirt, he's a professional fighter. So we're testing it.
So if you guys both punch at the same time, okay.
Yeah, because
I thought those arms were dead.
We're just warming up, and then we're like, you know what? Fuck it, let's just go. And as soon as we start going, this guy in the orange, look at it. He can move his head, and this guy can't fight. He's never fought in his life. I get kicked in the nuts. I just got kicked in the nuts.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
So that's the other thing we're gonna kick. You can kick as well.
Yeah.
So because your feet are duct taped together, when you kick, anybody knows anything about MMA, when you kick, you rotate on the ball of your foot.
Oh, shit.
But because that one's duct taped together, you can't rotate. So this guy who's a fan, Scott Green, who knows nothing about fucking kicking at all, I kick him in the leg, and then he just fucking kicks me in the fucking nuts.
Jesus.
There's no leg kick involved at all. It hit both balls.
Seems like he did know something about kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's no ball kicking allowed.
I thought the middle arms would be dead. So you like use your right hand and your partner uses his left hand as one guy. You know what I mean?
If you train and work together, you can throw kicks and punches together.
I have an advantage.
So why don't you just game over when he gets knocked out? Basically, whoever gets
until there's going to be 3 1-minute rounds, and then we'll judge on score. But yeah, if you knock out your partner and if someone knocks out your partner and you're dragging him around while you're still fighting, I'll let it go. But I'd say that, I'll probably stop
really
with my.
Fucking looks cool though. Like,
I'm still recovering from the ball kick, but you wait, because this guy. I don't really know this guy right here, but he's a famous fighter, and I could tell when we started to really fight. I could see the look in his eyes, like, oh, he's really trying to fight. So watch, he actually patches up my my buddy right here. Here we go. See, he's using his head. He's going down and under. What? Look.
Oh yeah,
he's looking for a big one.
He's tagging him.
Yeah, he catches him good.
Why does
in a
he
minute.
cut the malarkey?
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Damn, man. He's bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, I was just watching him because the other guy that was in front of me can't fight, so I was just watching.
Oh, fuck.
Your partner looks like a tougher Jimmy.
Yeah. See, he just got clocked in the side of the head. He just got clocked in the side of the head.
That's the strategy, is you try to knock the other...
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was waiting for him to punch, and then I'd cheat and go over there and try and hit him.
Yeah, that's the move.
But then when I would do that, my guy would punch me, so it's a sweet chess game of, fucking cheat trying to get me.
He went trying to get you across.
I think that would get boring. I'm not tired of watching it.
No, not at all.
Watch, he gets, look at this fucking head movement, motherfucker. Wait, he gets overhand rights and uppercuts start landing in a minute.
Oh, shit.
Here we go.
How does it go on?
Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Now he gets in the corner and starts losing. Here we go.
Oh, he got him. Oh, he's fucking working his body.
Oh, your boy is not a pussy, though, man. He's
but look at he's getting patched up there. Uppercuts.
Oh, ouch.
Oh!
Yeah, your guy is getting fucked now.
Yeah, I'm just kicking it.
Is that guy punching as hard as he can or no?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looks like
See,
it.
but when the thing is when people who know how to fight, you punch from your feet. So if your feet are stuck together, that's why I want these Alice Mania fights to be fun. You can get a bloody nose, but I don't want anybody's jaw to get fucking snapped off. You know what I mean? So you can throw a punch, but you can only throw a punch as hard as you can with your arm, and you can't use your body to get a really good punch going.
You don't want anybody getting Dan Henderson.
God, remember the days without lawyers, Anthony?
You ought to tape Kimbo Slice and Dick Clark and let them two duke it out.
All right, with that we got to wrap up. We're running out of show.
We have to plug real quick, right? Patrice has got comics here in New York, February 25th through 27th, and Saturday, March 6th, Trump Taj Mahal here in Jersey, right?
Thanks, Jim.
And I will be in fucking a bunch of places. Cleveland, February 26th, and when am I in Weeze's place?
I think you're doing Weeze same time as Alice Mania 5.
Rochester.
April, I think the first few days in April, right?
Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, April 1, 2, 3, I'm in Rochester, New York, and I'm in San Francisco,
he owns a club?
18 through 20.
Yeah, he's got a club now, man.
February.
And Jason, what's the big plug? Alice Mania 5. Of course, you're doing the radio show every fucking afternoon on Faction.
Yeah, I'm the best dude in the afternoon. Enough said.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, I just want to clarify that if you are listening,
Without a fucking doubt.
Yeah. Fuck. Have a go, motherfuckers.
What?
Have a go, motherfuckers. That's just like afternoon. Anybody in the afternoon, have a go. Yeah!
Fucking Jason.
Hey, thanks for having me on again.
His show is in Bullocks.
Yeah, that didn't work out at all.
It ain't Bullocks.
But you're black.
It ain't Bullocks. Is it Bullocks? It's Bullocks. Yeah. It ain't Bullocks.
Yeah.
It ain't Bullocks? No,
you
dude.
cunts. It ain't
there
Bullocks.
You go, that's it.
Right,
how about this?
Let's get out
He's bringing drugs to Indonesia in a boogie board.
That's a friend of mine. Can you believe it?
La Chapelle.
What?
The girl La Chapelle. She's in jail.
Oh, okay. There's another guy.
Oh.
We're out.
We're always doing that.